we need to go to an inn.
Yeah,
Sleep.
we need to go back to the base.
Okay, so you guys are about 25 miles, 25, 30 miles away from Vandalin.
Are you gonna make us
Okay.
roll for encounters?
It's gonna take some time to get there, yeah, so that's a
Fuck.
possibility. I'm just saying it's a
Okay.
possibility that you guys can encounter shit on your way there, so you could
Can
take a
we
rest
do
out
it?
here in camp,
Yeah, we
but
should do that.
or you can risk it and head over to Vandalin. I'm not either way, whatever you guys want to do is fine. I'm just
Does
saying.
resting heal us up?
Yeah, so the way resting works is if you take a short rest, which is 1 hour, you can roll your hit dice to heal up a bit.
Yeah, we should do that.
Um, or if you rest for, so you possibly won't rest up to max. I mean, heal up to max.
Yeah.
But if you take a long rest, you automatically uh, heal up to max,
Oh no.
and any spell slots any of the casters may have expended are regained, and you get your hit dice back. But
Okay.
there is like you guys will have to figure out like who's taking watch at what periods and stuff like that because there are encounters that could happen while you guys are getting that rest.
Who
Right. I
meditates?
think short rest then get some potentially like some health points back, and then we can
Yeah,
move
yeah,
out.
yeah. Like I know we're all super low, so we had like two unconscious. Like I'm at three. Like
Yeah,
We're
Yeah, I
is
know
that
some
we're
gonna
of you
you're
are
pretty
at
below.
one,
bad.
right? You're at one HP.
I'm at one. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
We
think
should.
Epic
Wait,
would
aren't we supposed
also
to
be at
level
one.
up?
Well, I was gonna do it while you guys are resting.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you were trying to trick us into not leveling up. I was on
Give
you.
me a sec. Give
Why
me a
would
sec.
you?
All right.
Why would you do
So you guys kind of are you guys still in this room? Did you guys have anything else to do? I know you guys
Nah,
had collected the treasure, right? And I believe uh
we
Cricket
distributed
had
it somehow with
Yep.
Cricket.
okay, Cricket had taken stock of what everything that was. That I guess that was not gold, right?
I feel like who's got like
I've got all the things.
Okay, you have all the things.
Yeah.
who's got a good
What are the
stat for
things?
like seeing if there's like secret
This.
passages.
Wouldn't that be Citri?
I feel like there's a secret
What is
passage.
that? Insight?
Or
For this
maybe it was
for the
Epic. I'm not sure.
for the sake of you guys not wasting like an hour, I'll tell you that there's not a secret pass.
Thank you for
Fair.
that. Thank you
All
for
right,
that.
yeah. Let's just. I guess we should just rest in the room because like they'd have to like pass an athletics check to go through the back. So
So
like,
then roll insight.
Or you could go all the way around, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So we should just rest in the room,
Yeah.
All
and
right.
we can
We'll
just
rest
take
in
a
the room
photo
and
and
short
have
rest.
watch the whole time.
So
Okay, so
wait.
for if you're taking a short rest, it's about an hour. You guys don't have to do like watches or anything because you
Okay.
guys are all just like chilling. Um, you guys just don't have can't be doing like any strenuous activity, but you can kind of be like taking stock of your inventory or your weapons or any arrows if that's something you have. Getting some rest, but what you do is also so on your character sheets you should have is something called
Hit dice.
hit dice.
Yeah,
Let me see where it says it.
it's right in the middle.
There it is.
Mhm.
It says one hit dice, and it should actually have the type of dice it is. Does it have that for you all?
If you
It might.
just click it, it
No.
rolls it.
Yeah, it just says hit dice 1 for me.
Same.
What does yours say, Oak?
Mine just says hit dice one, but if I click it, it rolled a D10 plus two.
Sarah's
Okay.
I rolled Sarah's mine, says 8.
So
D6 plus 0.
yeah,
I got 11.
your hit dice is different depending on a few different stats that we already picked, like Constitution and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So you roll it, and then whatever that number is, that's how many health points you can add to your character.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
You can
okay.
only roll it once.
Your boy just maxed
Roll yours,
HP.
Sarah.
Okay. Well, I rolled mine, so I got
Is it-
6 points total.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and just add your points. Add your HP back. And just know that you can't get so like let's say you took another short rest, you wouldn't have none of
Ooh.
you guys would have another hit dice to get points back right now because you've used it. So you
Yeah.
don't get that hit dice back unless you take a long rest. Does that make sense?
Okay. So
Yeah.
I only go back up to 3. I'm still pretty squishy.
I
Okay.
think we should just do a long rest. There's some of us that meditate. So just like since you meditate for 4 hours and you like do whatever for the other 4, then just switch shifts.
I feel like it's like if we're gonna risk an encounter, we might as well just walk towards the town to do it, and then like, because if we get there, we can rest in the inn and not have to worry about it.
You're just saying that because you added
Unless
11 hit
monsters
points
attack
to
the
your
inn.
thing.
No, cricket. I'm not just saying that because I added 11 hit points.
This man
It's
is-
okay, guys. I'm invincible. We'll make it.
Zach has
You
3
went
health.
on
Okay.
Frontis.
Dude, we
Okay,
will
so-
make it. I'll walk in the front. I'll get hit by all the traps. We'll be fine.
So while you guys are resting, you guys are also level up from level 1 to level 2.
Sick.
So, Oak or somebody, can you guys check to see if like there's actually a mechanic that does that for you?
No, there's literally just a level thing that you can change, and it doesn't do anything. So,
Fucking cool. Okay, so
Where
this
does he even show your level?
top
Yeah,
right
I was
corner.
gonna say, top
Nope.
right.
No.
Not for
It,
me.
it does
I
for
see
me, but
experience
not for.
points.
It shows experience points.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird that
so
it shows a level for Sarah, but not for me.
It might have been just because of when I went in like fixing shit, like some stuff got like was done manually, so some of you guys have it automated and some of you guys might not. Okay, so does anyone in here know how to level up?
Hell no.
I
mean,
do, but it's been a long.
Okay, so I'll kind of
Wait.
help you guys out. So I'm just saying because it's gonna take time, a little bit of time. So if you know how, you can start. But let me kind of take it through one by one. So I'm gonna model it with like Zoo or Oak in them, just because you guys will probably pick it up quicker since you have a book, Cricket,
Mhm.
and maybe you guys can go from there. So
Oh, is it in the player's manual? Cause I have it.
yeah, it's in the player's manual, but I can kind of lead you to what pages. But let me help. Let me do Zoo for example first.
Okay.
Hold on.
No.
Okay.
What?
So when you level up, you gain 1 additional hit die. And with that hit die, all of you would actually get to roll that hit die and add your Constitution modifier to that roll, which would be on the left-hand side, right, of the character sheet. And then you add that total to your hit point maximum, and that becomes your new hit point maximum.
Do our current hit points also go to that if we were at max HP?
No. Oh, if you were at max HP, yes.
Yeah, 22 health.
If you weren't at max HP, then no.
9
Always
health.
tanky.
So now
So
you guys
wait.
will. So now you guys will have a total like HP maximum.
So the hit die equals like the total HP that we have now, or the additional points that we have.
Yeah, so just hit dice again, Zoo, and it'll roll.
Okay.
And then add your Constitution modifier.
It does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
Zoo's
Oh,
is
sweet.
-1.
Oh, that sucks.
So it's just 0 at that point.
No, you got a 1. It calculated the -1 for you.
Oh,
so you
gotcha,
rolled a
okay.
2 and you got a -1. So you add 1 max hit point.
All right.
Right above regular hit points.
And now also on your hit dice, I don't know if you have to do this manually. Put 2 hit dice because now you have an extra one for when
Mine
like you
changed
for when you
whenever I
guys heal. You can actually roll 2.
Okay. So I just edited my hit dice to 2, and then my current hit points are gonna be 10 because it was 9 originally.
Okay.
Yo, I can get cure wounds,
Mhm.
and I don't want speak with animals 'cause that would overlap with Sarah.
So what's your class, Zoo?
Fighter.
Okay.
So should I listen to this too since I'm a fighter?
Yeah. This will be
Yeah.
relevant to you too then.
I think I roll for like Constitution or something like that, but Strength.
Okay, so starting at second level, make a note of this. You have a feature called Action Surge,
Okay. Action surge.
and you can find it on the PDF if you want to just like copy paste or something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or I'm telling Oak because he has the PDF. But so you have an Action Surge, so I'm gonna read it to you. Starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take 1 additional action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest before you can use it again. So basically, now you have an extra action, an extra move during combat, but you can only use this once before you have to take a short or long rest before you can do that again.
Okay, so like I can shoot 2 arrows at once or something, I guess, right?
You can shoot an arrow and then shoot another arrow, or you can shoot
And
an
then-
arrow and also try to attack somebody with your sword if they're nearby. Basically, you get an an extra attack
Yeah,
action, or any action. It doesn't just have to be attack, right? Whatever it constitutes as an action, you can do
Right.
that. So you could
So could I
also
like double
do
movement?
you could do a dash, yeah, and then an attack, something like that.
Okay, cool. All right.
But you only get that once per rest, right?
Zoo,
Yeah.
if you just want to, I don't know if you typed it already, but you can just copy that if you need to.
You can what?
So I posted in the chat if you just want to copy and paste it. I don't know if you typed
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I'll just that's better.
Citri, you're a sorcerer, correct?
Yeah.
The dragon type?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so. Okay, this shit's pretty wild. So at second level, you have something called Font of Magic, which
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can find like an actual like copy paste online or something, and then I'll give it to you because it's kind of lengthy, but I want to explain it to you at least first.
Okay.
So at second level, you tap into a deep wellspring of magic within yourself. This wellspring is represented by sorcery points, which allows you to create a variety of magic effects. So this is really where the sorcerer class starts to shine with the sorcery points mechanic. So here's how sorcery points work. You have 2 sorcery points at your level right now, and you gain more as you reach higher levels. You can never have more sorcery points than shown on the table of your level. So right now you have 2. You regain all spent sorcery points when you finish a long rest. So this is how they work. You can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points. You learn other ways to use your sorcery points as you reach higher levels. So you can to create spell slots, you can transform unexpended sorcery points into 1 spell slot as a bonus action on your turn. The creating spell slots table shows the cost of creating a spell slot of a given level. Okay. Okay, so basically on as a bonus action, Citri, you can either burn a spell slot to get 2 more sorcery points, or
Okay.
use 2 sorcery points to gain an extra spell slot. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay, so right now, as a sorcerer, I believe you have 2 spell slots, right? 2 level 1 spell slots. Before you have to rest.
Yes.
So the way those spell slots work, do you remember how those work, or do you want me to explain that real quick?
Those are the limited use ones, right?
Yeah, they're not cantrips, right? So like when you
Yeah.
use a level
Yeah,
1
yeah.
spell, you only use one level 1 spell twice, or you can cast a level 1 spell at a higher level at a second level once before
Yeah.
you're expended them. But now that you have this feature, at a second level, that you've been given 2 sorcery points, and the cost for getting a new spell slot is 2 sorcery points. So as a bonus action, like in combat or something like that, you can tell me that you're gonna spend your 2 spell slots. I mean your 2 sorcery points to gain an extra spell slot. Because let's say you run out or something like that.
Okay, so if I use those, I can use like sleep 3 times instead of just
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you won't be able to gain those 2 sorcery points back until you've taken a long rest.
Yeah.
And you're gonna keep getting more and more sorcery points the more you level up, and you
Yeah.
get more and more options to do different things with them as you level up as well.
Okay. Where do I keep track of these? Is there anywhere on the character sheet?
That's what I was gonna check. But if not, you might have to like do it on like a notepad.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is in the compendium.
It might be.
Oh, it is. Cool. Fonts of Magic. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me see if it. Oh, that's his. There you go. Cool. Can you post that in the chat?
Let me see if I can. Fonts of Magic.
Here, I can do it. I think you just press the.
Is this the one? No, that's not it. Oh wow, it's a lot of stuff. But yeah,
But there's like an option, right, that you can press to put this kind of shit in chat.
I'm trying to see.
Okay, well you can just search it, Citrus,
Yeah,
Fonts of
like
Magic,
literally
and
just search
then
Fonts of
you can
Magic.
like screenshot it or whatever.
Yeah, it goes
And
into
take a
detail.
look. It's long, but you only need to screenshot up until the part that says converting a spell slot to sorcery points. Once you hit meta magic, you've gone too far because that's for 3rd level.
Okay.
Okay. So that's Zoo and Oak and Citri taken care of. Zach and Cricket. So
I've been kind of helping Zach.
okay, cool. Do
That
you
means I
need me to
haven't been
review
working on
anything? Or...
myself.
Okay. Do you kind of want me to review with Zach to make sure everything's good, or you guys are good?
I'm pretty much. The only thing that I'm not sure about is the like strength.
He's a ranger, right?
Yeah. He's already chosen his level 2 fighting style. He's already got his 2 spells.
Level 2 fighting style. Spell slots. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I forgot he got spells.
Yeah. And we
He
were
already
just
picked
talking like which
which
ones.
spells did he pick?
He chose detect magic
Okay.
and hunter's mark? No.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so just remember that's on that part that says spellcasting ability on page 92. Um, that's when you cast a spell. That'll be important sometimes, right? So your spell attack modifier will be your proficiency bonus, which is 2, plus your wisdom modifier.
That's you, Zach.
It
Okay.
works the same. It works the same like when you do like an attack with your bow, right? You do an attack with a bow and you add your roll plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. But when you're casting a spell, it's different. It's your roll plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. I'm done. I'm done leveling up. I got it.
Okay, so Cricket, druid, right?
Yeah. I've been helping
Did you
him
have
the
to
whole
pick a
time.
type of druid or not yet?
Have I picked a type?
Yeah, did you have to pick a type yet, or oh, starting at 2nd level you pick it. Okay. So
Oh,
you
I'm
choose
flipping through
to
my papers.
yeah. So it's on page 66, just so you know.
Bless.
And everybody already increased their hit point maximum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just roll a
Mine is a
roll a
D8,
one.
I know that.
Yeah, D8, and then add your Constitution modifier, and that's your new hit point maximum.
Okay. Alright, and then the type of druid?
Okay, so I got a little bit ahead of myself. So starting at 2nd level, you have Wild Shape, right? So now you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. You can use this feature twice. You got this, right?
Yeah, that part I know.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, the Druid type, you get to choose if you want to be Circle of the Land, Circle of the Moon.
I'm pretty sure I chose land. Specifically mountain, because that's where I grew up.
And Mountain. Okay. So you get a bonus cantrip, right?
Okay.
You get a bonus cantrip of your choice. Um, and then during a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover, like that natural recovery feature. So that amount is one. You get to right now because it's equal to or less than half your druid level, rounded up. So you can choose to recover 1 spell slot during a short rest. But you can't do that again until you take a long rest. And then that's all that you get to add right now at 2nd level with Circle of the Land. clear on their new shit?
Yeah.
Any questions on any of how anything works before we keep going?
I think we're good. I'm good to go at least.
Okay, and just so you all know, you guys don't get like any increases to your stats until I think you hit like 4th level.
Okay.
Okay, I was
Alright.
wondering about that.
Yeah,
Wait, when do we get an increase to stats?
I think you get a stat increase
Level
at
4.
4th level. It's either 4th level or it depends on your class. But I'm
Word.
pretty sure it's 4th level. Either way,
Yeah,
you guys don't get a stat increase right now.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys took a short rest. You leveled up to level 2. And you guys have been kind of resting with Sildar Hallwinter. He kind of, you guys spent some time talking a little bit during this time. And he kind of reminds the characters. He starts kind of reminding you all of the threat of. He doesn't know what or who this is, but of the Black Spider, that he's concerned about. You know, he knows that this is probably what's responsible for having him and Gundred Rockseeker kidnapped, and he knows that Gundred Rockseeker is probably caught up in that now with the Black Spider. But he also reminds you of the fact that he would be paying you all 50 gold pieces if you escort him to Phandalin.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. At this time, you guys also kind of look around and notice that Alvin Yakitori is very suspiciously missing from the group. You have no idea where he went.
We have to go find him.
Shut the fuck up, Citri.
Let's spend an hour and a half here.
Yeah, that's not a plot point I wanted you to follow. That's just,
He's just gone.
No, I wanna do an athletic check to see if he fell back down this hole.
Do you want to jump down?
I'll roll for that.
No, I don't want to jump down.
We already
11
have
athletic. What does that mean?
Almost died.
I'll jump down
11
there and lose all 22 hit points. I'm not stupid.
You have 22 hit points.
Yeah, your boy's tanky.
The fuck? I have 9.
He needs it.
You can thrust slide in this
He doesn't
time.
need
One
it.
have 22 hit points.
All right, so we're gonna take him back to town, right?
Yes.
All right.
Let's get it.
We're all rested up. Is this rest done? Are we all set to go?
Yeah, so it was about like the middle of the night when you guys kind of finished through everything right now. You took about an hour rest, so it'll probably take about like a good 10 hours to you guys go ahead and make it to Phandalin. But let
Okay.
me go ahead and make a quick roll to see if you guys encounter any shit on the way there.
We're gonna get an encounter. I know it.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope not. I have 3 HP.
I hope
I
not.
was gonna say, some of us are
Okay.
squishy as hell.
So you guys make it through the entire trip actually, without any
That's lame.
without having
We're
run
sad.
into anything. So also on that time though, you guys get a little bit more chance to talk to Sildar Hallwinter, who talks to you a little bit more about his reason for taking on the job. Right? He mentions that he did want to help Gundred Rockseeker because he's a friend of his and he's worried about him and wants to make sure that you all find him. But he also came as part of a representative of an organization that he is a part of and a veteran of called the Lord's Alliance. And basically, the Lord's Alliance is an organization that's responsible for the well-being of all of this continent, right? And specifically the Sword Coast region here.
That sounds like church.
So
they're the man.
well, but they're like the protectors, right? They're like warriors type thing.
Yeah, we that one.
And he had Phandalin was kind of an up and coming frontier town, so they didn't have any presence from the Lord's Alliance there, and they sent one of his I was gonna say coworkers. Fuck, I've been working too much, man. They sent one of his like compatriots ahead. They sent one of his compatriots ahead. His name was Yarno Albrick, but yet they haven't heard from Yarno Albrick in about 3 or 4 months. So Sildar was sent out here, and came out here to kind of see what happened to Yarno Albrecht as well, and is interested in kind of figuring out what happened to his friend as part of the Lotus Alliance. So that's just some additional information that you all are talking about as you roll into town.
Right. Okay.
So as you come into town, you guys are walking for a short period of time, coming down from the Tribord Trail. You all change pages, right? Okay, to Vandalin.
Yeah.
When you see kind of like a cluster of people and a bit of commotion right in front of Barthen's Provisions,
No, Zoo, that's your homie.
you see
Oh,
two.
that's Smithy.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
that's Smithy.
never mind.
You see you do see Smithy kind of looking out. He's kind of on the porch of his smith.
Hey, what's up?
I think
looking
I
at
should
fly
go
with
over to
his
him
hair
and see what's
What's
up.
up, homie?
He's kind of curious as to what's going on, but he's staying out of it. But the scenario you see is both of Barthen's two younger employees kind of in a shouting match out in the street right in front of Barthen's Provisions with four bandits who you can only assume are the Red Brand ruffians, because of the fact that they're all wearing clothing items that are red in nature.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go fuck those bandits up.
Yeah, let's go
I'm gonna
ice those
walk in.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, we ice them.
We haven't healed up yet, dog. Relax for a second. We can do that after a long rest. Right now, we need to chill.
Always.
We're
Dude,
If we
one
go
shot.
long rest, the argument's gonna be over, and our homies.
Yeah,
Are
yeah. That's not how this
Self-
works, Zoo.
Are they gonna die? Okay, well let's
So
just see what
what
the
do you
hell
guys?
the commotion's
I guess
about.
you guys are probably about maybe like
here, right?
30. You guys are walking maybe like 30 feet away from them right now. You guys are coming up on them pretty quickly. But what are you guys doing? Are you guys just stopped right there in the street right now talking this out, or what's the plan?
Just walk up to him and be like, "What the fuck
your
is
boy's
up,
walking
Kyle?"
just-
Hey,
I'm
no, Oak has to
whipping-
go up first.
I'm whipping out my 22 HP, dude. All right, I'm walking up. I'm like, get the fuck back.
He's got 22s.
So the Red Brown Ruffian, who you can only assume, I guess, is the leader of this little group, turns to look at you, and he
Yeah.
kind of spits off in your general direction.
Yo,
Can I
how
just hit
tall
him
is
with
this
a fire-
Oh
motherfucker?
no! Post up on
No, no,
this.
no,
fool.
dude,
Hold on, we're like 30 feet away. Can't I just like use a firebolt?
Well, I'm
How
assuming
tall-
you guys. I'm assuming you guys walked up to him because you guys started talking to them.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
just I
wouldn't.
walked up, dude.
That would be
Okay.
out of my character to walk
Okay,
up.
so
How-
it's,
I just
Yeah.
How tall is this motherfucker that spit at me?
he's probably about a foot below you. He's looking up at you.
He spit on your
Oh,
I'm a
cheeks.
he's a
bitch.
tiny asshole. Hell
I'm
no.
a bitch slapping.
hold on. Can
You're
I
gonna-
steal Oak's kill?
I'm not killing him, Citri. I'm just.
Yeah, we're not fighting yet.
I will.
We're not gonna start
I'm
a
hitting him
fight in the
with
middle
a
of the
strong
street.
backhand, Adamore.
If you do that, I'm gonna have to you all roll for initiative. Is that cool?
Oh
Talk it
fuck,
out,
Oak.
kid.
Ask if it's cool. That's my decision.
Okay.
Wait. This counts as a hit, right? Like I get to attack immediately without using my turn, right? Because I'm bitch slapping him at the start.
Sure. But you still have to make a roll for it.
All right.
So you would
Wait.
make.
If I miss, then we don't even have to fight them because no harm, no foul, right?
Well, I'm not saying you
No.
can miss, but he could react to it, right?
He's gonna be pretty upset if you do miss.
He's
Yeah, you
he's
can't.
there and he's always ready to fight. So he's this kind of I mean, to most other humans, not to a dragonborn, but to most other humans, he would be a bigger guy, right? And he's got this kind of like gnarly like handlebar mustache. He's wearing a bit of like a bowler hat.
Bowler hat.
To hide his his balding head.
Knock it
Yeah,
off his
and,
head.
Man's head off too.
Knock his hat
And,
off.
he's a pretty big guy. He's got a pretty nasty look.
Natalie wants to know if he looks like the planter peanut.
The planter peanut.
Peanut.
No, he wears a top hat, not a bowler hat.
Yeah. The bowler hat is like the round one.
So this is gonna be a
He
strength
looks like Odd Job.
because I'm slapping him, like an athletics.
So yeah, you're gonna do that. You're gonna make a roll and add your strength.
Roll a d20.
On God, Oak, you better not miss.
I got a 16.
Oh,
Okay. So you bring up your big dragonborn
Scaly
arm,
hand.
and you backhand him straight around the cheek, and he's knocked by it, and the rest of the crew behind him is obviously staring at him, and the two younger employees, Barthen's employees, are just like dead silent now, kind of like staring like wide-eyed. Their jaws have dropped. They don't know what to make of this situation, and um, this guy kind of looks up at you, and he's kind of spits again, just to kind of spits a little bit of blood out from when you hit him, and he looks at you straight in the eye, and he says, "I've been waiting for this." And he pulls out his short sword, and you guys go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, how much damage did I do with my punch?
Oh shit! Roll a 1d4, and add your
Strength?
add your strength modifier.
I did 7.
Just kidding, he's dead.
He slapped you, bitch slapped his head off.
Did I?
God.
No, he's not dead.
Oh god, I started a boss fight, boys. I'm sorry.
Dog. We're fighting Ganon on the first second.
Oh wait,
Okay,
so
so-
initiative we roll d20, right?
You
Yeah.
roll a d20 and you add your initiative bonus.
Huh?
You're not rolling good today.
Ah.
Neither
14.
is anybody else, I guess.
I rolled 4.
Let
I
me
got
see
a
everybody.
5, dude.
And you said we have to roll what? Initiative bonus?
Add
Yeah.
your
Top middle.
initiative bonus.
Zach, this is why I haven't been getting damage out, because I always have low initiative.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got 17.
Okay, so
Ooh,
Zoo
Zoo.
is at 17. Zach, where were you at?
4.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, Cricket, where were you at?
20.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
You go first.
Sarah's about to thorn
And
whip the
then-
piss out of somebody.
It's gonna be Oak.
It's gonna be.
Oh, you really just started fighting in the middle of the village?
Yo, he was fucking with our homies, bro.
Is
Bro,
Cricket
the rest of
gonna
our
have to
homies
hit
are about
Oak
to
for...
die.
You know people
You-
can get hit in the
Sue,
crossfire?
You know, if it was Smithy, you'd have done the same thing.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, in the village.
I should also mention that old man Barthen is nowhere to be seen right now. So you don't know what the shouting match is about, but that's probably to be figured out now at a later time.
Oh, God, I was trying to figure that out.
Okay. Okay, so right now, so we're gonna be kind of using like theater of the mind for this combat because we don't have like a grid for something like this, right? So you gotta kind of picture it in your head. So right now, Burmore is within the 5-foot range of the leader. They were all kind of standing not too far off from each other. I would say they're all within 5 feet of each other, and you all were about 30 feet, kind of behind this, kind of watching this from a distance. And Cricket has the first move.
Your boy fucked up. You guys are too far.
No,
God,
fuck.
you could've
I'm
thinking a
not.
lot about this earlier.
Yeah, Century's not.
This man's gonna shoot fireball at the commoner accidentally.
Burn the whole village down.
Right.
Alright, what's happening?
Okay, how many people are there?
There's 4 of the red brown ruffians.
One of them's almost dead from my bitch slap.
You don't know that for sure.
He triggered a boss fight. He has health regen.
Okay, I'm gonna
about skip
just do
moves?
Thorn Whip.
Does
Hit
it reach
Oak.
30 feet?
Punish him for starting this mess.
Pull him back to the group. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's actually a good idea.
Honestly.
At higher levels of spell damage. Oh no, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's to be casted at a higher level, so 30
If she
feet.
thorn whips me, like,
Um,
do a saving throw to
So
dodge
go
it.
ahead and make your roll, and then add your whatever your spellcasting ability modifier. I always forget your.
Roll to hit? Like confirm
Yeah,
to hit?
roll to hit. Like
Okay.
yeah, roll a d20, and then I don't remember what you roll for yours. Is it wisdom or intelligence?
Well, it's not gonna matter.
what'd
I
you
roll a
add?
3.
Okay.
Yikes.
So you shoot out your thorn whip, and it unfortunately kind of misses, and it's probably by the. You guys should also I should also mention the three behind him you have line of sight on, but the guy right that Burmore hit you don't have line of sight on because he's right in front.
I didn't like
okay, alright.
slap him like sideways, dude. I thought he got moved.
I mean, you did. I mean, he kind of
You're
like
in front of
shuffled
it,
off, but
though.
then he got up and he looked at you again. And you guys are standing right in front of each other. Okay, so you do that, and you miss with that. Are you doing anything else, Cricket?
I'll probably look around and make sure no like onlookers are gonna get in the way.
Okay. Do you make any kind of movements?
Probably towards the closest building. So like
Okay.
probably towards Smithy's.
Okay, towards Smithy's. Okay. So I'm gonna say that probably took up your 30 feet movement.
Mhm.
Okay. Does that complete your turn?
Yep.
All right. So that leaves us now. It's Zoo. Your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna take my longbow out, snipe a fool.
Okay.
So do I
Who
just roll the 1d8 plus 3 thing?
Who are you hitting? Are you hitting like the leader guy? Are you trying to hit the leader guy? Or are you trying to hit one of the?
One of the 3 to the side or whatever. Like not the guy Oak's mad, but the other guy.
Okay. So there's like one guy maybe like 2 feet to his left, one guy 2 feet to his right, and then another guy that's like maybe 5 feet to his left. So 2 on his left and 1 on his right.
Okay,
wanna
is
pick
there
one?
any commoners around like the right or left guy?
Not anywhere nearby. I mean, Smithy's like watching from the porch, so he's kind of out of the way unless you. I mean, there's no way you'd hit him. The two other guys, employees, are kind of looking from a distance, but I'd say they're now probably about like 10 feet away watching.
Yeah, like so they're out of the scene.
Yeah, so they're not really in your line of sight or anything.
Okay, alright, then I'm gonna hit the guy in the right with my longbow.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay, and it's like 1d. I have to click this, I think.
You add a d20 and then you or
This
you
thing,
just
right?
pick the longbow. There you go. Okay. So that goes ahead and hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Damage like 1d8 plus.
I think so, right? Whatever's next to your bow, it should be like your
Okay.
1d8 plus your dexterity, I think.
Okay, so 10. Oh, 10. Oh, dexterity?
Or
Okay, still
your
10.
your dexterity.
Yeah, it's still 10 then.
Okay. So you aim your longbow and you release, and it hits him right in the shoulder, and he screams out in pain, right? And he takes 10 points of damage, but he's holding onto his shoulder right now, but he's alive. He's not dead.
Is he like mad wounded, I guess?
He's pretty hurt because that shoulder went through all the way to the other side of his shoulder, all the way to
Oh, damn.
around his back, about halfway through, and he's just kind of clutching that, and he was screaming in pain right now.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use Action Surge and shoot this fool again.
Let's go, Zoo.
Okay, so you go
Roll
ahead
again.
and roll again.
11 plus. Okay, I already did the plus 5.
Okay, so you shoot your second one, and I guess you fired too quickly, and when he was kind of crouching
Damn.
over, in pain, it goes right over his back. You missing.
Ooh.
Zoo, you fucking suck.
Man. Alright, anyways.
Get waddled.
I'm gonna go take. Well, what sort of weapons do they have, anyways? Just short swords?
Yeah, so on their belts, well, they're kind of all pulling them out already, but yeah, they have short swords, all 4 of them.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna, I guess, take cover by a house nearby.
Okay. So the nearest one would probably actually be Barthen's Provisions, which would be to your left.
Okay, all right.
So you go ahead and use up about like 20 feet of movement running up to the edge of Barthen's Provisions, and you're kind of looking around the corner and using that as cover.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
have about 10 feet of movement to go, but is that you can still end your turn there if you want.
I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay. All right. So next is Oak.
So I'm gonna use my breath weapon to attack all of them.
You wouldn't be able to get all of them.
Dude,
You
it's a
can-
15-foot cone. You said they're 5 feet from the big
Oh,
guy.
15 foot. God damn, I forget how.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Chief.
Alright,
There's some
so
busted spells.
It says
15
that
foot
they
cone
do-
is ridiculous. Like, how wide is that?
It's
That's
kind of
it-
dumb.
Admar, it says that they're forced to make a Constitution saving throw equal to 8 plus my Constitution modifier and my proficiency bonus.
What is that? What is that total?
8 plus 2 is 10, so 12.
Okay,
Jeez.
I'm gonna roll for them individually.
And then they take damage either way. But
They have to roll a d20, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah. And, can you read that part to me again? The first
It
part.
says, when you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. DC
Okay.
is equal to 8 plus Constitution modifier plus my proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so I do that and I add their Constitution bonus.
And then it does damage either way, but so do you want me to roll for damage too?
Give me 1 second. Or you can, but just hold on to that number in your head. Okay. Explain to me how damage works. 2 of them make the saving throw. 2 of them do that.
So I rolled a 10, so the ones that made the saving throw take 5 and the other ones take 10.
Okay.
Did the big guy make the saving throw or did he fuck it up?
He didn't make it.
Yeah, that's right. That motherfucker's dead, dude.
Hold on. Okay. So you kind of rear back, and in a rage, you kind of fire your breath weapon, right? And ice immediately envelops the 4 of them. And the guy in front of you just immediately crystallizes and then shatters into a bunch of pieces, right? The leader of the group. And then as for the other 3 of them, they were slightly more at a distance, so they kind of freeze up a bit. But they're still around. The guy that had gotten hit by Zoo's arrow is really he's on the ground now on his knees, really weak from that move, right? But they're all 3 still around with that guy on the right particularly weak, and the leader of the group dead.
All right.
Did you have anything else?
Wait, do you guys actually want to fight them, or do you guys just want me to try to end it? 'Cause
Do you
I-
actually want to fight?
I want to get a
Like,
turn.
One guy
Well, no, 'cause,
literally
like-
already
'cause,
shattered into
can't
ice
just stop,
pieces.
no.
No, so like since like Zach and people are weak, like if they want, I can try to kill 2 of them right now because I still have action surge plus 2 attacks.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we're gonna get a long rest after this anyway, so I feel like you should just use it now.
Fuck it, action surge. I'm attacking the weak one.
okay. Make a roll.
Let me find it.
Who was that audible sigh from?
Me.
Citrus just wants to kill something.
Citrus like I still don't get to play.
I rolled a 7, so I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you swing. What
my-
were you swinging with your sword?
My long sword.
Yeah. So you
one
swing
hand,
with your
yeah.
long sword, and he just barely he's on his knees, and he kind of like shuffles off to the side, and this long sword kind of hits the dirt right in front of him, missing.
Alright,
God,
so
how do
then
you
I'm
miss a
gonna-
guy who's crawling, Oak?
I'm gonna use my bonus. Boy, I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack with my scimitar, dude. And I'm
So
gonna
you
kill
have.
him.
It's
because
gonna miss again.
I missed that time too.
What did you roll? Okay.
I rolled
So
an 8.
so it was like 2 quick successive moves, right? He's just like barely scrambling out of the way, like kind of crab
Wait,
walking
If
backwards.
he's on his knees, shouldn't his armor class lower? Like,
No, that's not how armor class works.
This man up there to
If he's
fly
on his
off.
knees, wouldn't you
he's-
be able to roll with an advantage?
He
Because he'd
could.
be prone?
oh,
God damn it! All right, roll the
Bodied.
second. Roll the
Just
second one with
forward.
advantage.
so just roll 2 of them, right?
Yeah, and take the highest one.
This man's gonna get a 2 and a 1.
I got a 20. I got 2
What?
20s.
220.
What?
Oh my.
Did I kill? Give me a 2
So
for
something-
one out of
So
one.
something I haven't been keeping track of
I'm
only
sorry.
because I forgot, and I'm not sure anybody has actually rolled a 20 on attack. If they have, then that's my. But when you roll 20, you actually get a critical hit, and
Jeez.
so you roll your damage dice twice. So, I mean, it's probably gonna kill him anyway.
Good stuff,
Wow.
dude.
But if you feel like rolling dice, you can roll your damage dice twice.
It's 7.
Okay.
We did.
So yeah, you missed with your longsword, but he wasn't fast enough to hit with the scimitar, and you stab it right into his chest as he kind of exhales and goes limp.
Come on, you're
Alright,
gonna
I'm
rip
gonna
his
use
head
all
off
of
for a
my
20.
movement to run back to where Zoo is behind me.
You run. Zoo is probably about. Yeah, okay, he's 30 feet.
What's up?
Okay.
I'm still blocking for him though because I got more HP.
So the two remaining bandits kind of see what's going on, and the first one just kind of angry and pissed off at everything that's happened, in a rage, sees second. Okay, he sees Burmore and Fira kind of closest to him by that building, and he just runs at you all to try to attack. So he runs up 30 feet, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll to attack. And the Ruffians actually have a multi-attack, so they get to make 2 melee attacks. So he's gonna sing twice. Okay, I rolled a 15 and a 10. Burmore, did either of those hit?
Nah, they suck.
Okay, so he swings with his short sword twice, once missing, and then swinging again forward, missing again against you, hitting nothing.
Can we
And
react?
then hit it, and then well, you can't react, but if he tries to move out of the way without disengaging, you can take an opportunity attack.
Oh.
The second one just kind of stays where he is. He's kind of starting to assess the situation and realizing that it doesn't seem like it's going very well. So he's completely kind of frozen right now. Leaving it to Zach.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at the one who's charging.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll, and add your dex.
Yeah. God damn it!
Zach, I should say, Zach, it's usually you have Hunter's Mark now as a bonus action. It's usually good to cast Hunter's Mark on people before you make your attack roll, because if it hits, it'll do extra damage.
Well, I'm definitely not casting it right now.
Because it didn't hit.
Sarah's got trick dice or something she gave me. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Zach, you chose your dice today.
Okay, so you shoot your bow, and it actually almost hits Burmore, who was standing by that building, and he just barely dodges out of the way, and you just hear the twang as like the bow hits like the side of the building and gets stuck there.
Dude, you're fucking dead, you 3 HP little bitch.
Just roll your revenge, Caleb on. All those names.
The team name.
He remembers it.
You still have,
See me in the octagon.
do you want to do anything else?
Honestly, I just want to move not towards the smithy or the Barthen's provisions. The one the houses in between that and the inn, the provisions in the inn. I just want to kind of right
Okay,
where you.
that's a little further. That's probably about like 40, 45 feet. So you can move up to 30 feet, but you would run into the other guy on your way
Wait,
there.
dink where we are right now.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I haven't
you
moved
all
at
are
all.
like, maybe like right here.
Oh, okay. We're going.
Oh.
I thought we were coming
Well,
from
not all
the
of you.
south.
Cricket is over here.
Yeah.
No, we came in from up here.
Okay.
And
I see.
Zoo and Oak are right here. The other guy that was attacking them is right here.
Okay.
And then the last guy is like right here, so you would like are like right here, and you would run into him on your way there.
Okay. So I actually want to move towards this fucking bush or this big tree.
Hold. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's probably only like 15, 20 feet from where you are
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I'm taking cover.
Okay, so you go ahead. There's actually like I don't know if you can see it, but there's like kind of the ruins of an older town on the outside of this, and so there's like still like some rock left over at about half height that you can kind of crouch below if you want to, or crouch behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I want the fucking full tree.
Okay. Okay. So you
They're
get
gonna
full
shoot
coverage.
around the tree.
Yeah.
I want the full.
You want that tree?
He's
Is
gonna
Alright.
shoot from in the tree.
So my boy Citri gets to play.
All right. Is that one guy that Oak breathed on? Is he shivering?
They're looking kind of blue.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's He's looking a little cold. Let's warm him up.
He breathed on all of them, right?
Yo,
You're talking about the
that's
you're talking about the
Yo,
one that
that's so
that attacked
low.
him, right?
No, the far further away one.
Okay.
Because
He
he's
doesn't wanna-
at.
He doesn't want to meet my wrath if he hits me, dude.
Over
Yeah.
here.
So you rolled a 9.
Yes.
So you missed.
Yo,
How
let's
do
make
you
it.
miss with splash damage?
Let's make
No
it
way.
canon that Citri actually like made that little quip, like he was in a '90s action movie,
I did. That's what I.
and
what
then
I was
just completely whiffed it.
What was the
Let's
point?
go.
I didn't catch that.
Let's warm them up a bit.
He said they're looking a little cold.
I don't wanna draw that.
That's why I
Yeah,
was
I
so
wanna draw
upset that
right
Oak was trying. That's why I was so upset that Oak took a second action because I thought he was just gonna end it there and I wouldn't be able to say that.
So you stand there kind of like a badass, one shoulder forward, say your equip, and your
Can we
fireball
also
goes
make it canon?
veering
that
Does
off.
it
Citri
hit
is
some-
blind,
does it-
That's why he can't hit anything.
Yeah, so it catches the top of
Hits-
like stone. It catches the top of Stone Hill Inn, and you see like a tiny little flame up there.
Oh no!
Who's got water?
Dude, I almost did. I almost chose that on my second spell.
Let me long rest and I'll hit it with my cold breath.
Do you have any other spells? I mean, any other moves, Citri?
I don't believe so. I'm mad. I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay, Cricket, your turn.
Okay.
Hit that fool with Thorn Whip.
I'm gonna try Thorn Whip again.
All right, who are you thorn whipping? The guy kind of frozen in his boots, watching everything go down, or the guy that's currently in a fight with Burmore?
The one that's in a fight with Bormore. I don't want him to
Okay.
get that. I want
Uh,
that W.
okay,
Since when?
go ahead and make that roll.
Okay.
Wait, what's
But
happening
that
right
was the wrong thing. I was just posting the thing.
Cricket's trying to thorn whip the guy that came swinging at you.
In
now?
hopes
Let
of
him
hitting
swing
you.
at me again, dude. Fuck it.
Gotta find my D20.
You need to buy extra d20s. I now have
I know,
4
I
d20s.
have 3.
That's it.
I
That's
only
it.
have 2.
I have
How do you
none.
get? How do you get 3 if they come in pairs?
I bought different sets.
Yeah, me too.
But don't they come in pairs though? So you should have.
Some were lost along the way.
All my
Nine.
d20s just came in one though.
Dude, the essential kit that we bought, Adamar came with 2.
Oh shit, then I have 5. I thought there was only 1.
That still doesn't answer his question why you have an odd number.
Yeah, well, the rest of them only came as 1, so I bought
That's odd.
4 different things.
Yeah, it is odd.
Cricket, what did you roll? Sorry.
Oh, it was a 9 with the modifier.
Okay, so you shoot your thorn whip again, and you hit the front side of Barthen's provision that's facing you, and you kind of do a little damage to the kind of the wooden
Dude, we are fucking this thing.
wooden shackles on this thing.
Whatever, dude.
Just some minor damage, but yeah,
we're the heroes.
Do
that
I
walk
pull
into
the
a
building
place
closer?
and then they see their ass.
We're B-rated heroes.
Do I pull the building closer 10 feet? No, you.
Like an inch, maybe?
I find it strange that doesn't pull you towards larger things.
That's
It should.
true.
I
That's how it
assume
should work.
I assume that it doesn't like grapple onto something if it doesn't hit what you're trying to hit.
It should though.
Nah.
Yeah, it should Spider-Man you.
I feel like that would cause all kinds of. That would actually cause more problems than good stuff for cricket if it was pulling or.
That's the
dishing
point.
it. That's what you guys want.
Don't fuck up.
All right, now whose turn is it?
Well, cricket was still on her turn. Did she have any bonus actions
No.
or movement options? Okay. Yeah. So now it's Zoo's turn.
I'm gonna pull out my scimitar, hit this fool next to me, and oh,
Okay. So yeah, he's within.
Let
He's probably
me-
within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
18.
This
Oh,
is bad.
18. That hits.
damn.
Roll your damage.
All right. Damage was D6. Okay. And then I just add in strength.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.
Okay. So kind of weaving in and out. With you and Fira and Burmore was like kind of dodging, stepping back from the Red Brand's attacks, his multi attack, and you kind of weaving in. Kind of start to kind of stab him a bit, and the scimitar pierces like his side, and then it comes out, and he kind of clutches his side now, uh, taking a lot of damage. But he's still barely breathing, but he's bleeding pretty.
Zoo, are you ever gonna kill a motherfucker? Like,
I've been hitting these fools. We're assisting each other.
And then, what does that end your turn?
I'm gonna switch back to Oak. Oak's in front.
dude, we hit him with the
Okay,
switch.
so you do that, and then you weave back behind, taking cover behind Burmore.
Yeah.
And then now it's Burmore's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna kill this guy. Yeah, let's kill this guy.
All right, make a roll.
22.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
1d6
You
plus
miss.
6.
Yeah, so you cleave him right in the shoulder and finish him off as he kind of spins out and hits the ground hard and is dead.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the other guy and kill him too.
So you're about you're about 30 feet from him. You can run up to him, and you still have another action.
I mean, I have the use my bonus action for my
Okay.
second hand.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so long forward.
So I assume you're always holding two swords, one in each hand, right?
Yeah, I always tell you whenever I like pull out just one.
Okay, okay,
So I rolled a 17.
okay. Roll damage.
Let's see, 1d8. 4.
Okay, so you get slashing damage, and you slash him across his right shoulder. You slash him against his right shoulder, which he grips, and he screams out in pain. That's it. That's your turn.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So at this moment, he was in the trying to figure out whether he should fight or flight mode. Now he's decided he's going to fight. So in doing that, he wants to bail, but you get to take an opportunity attack while he does that. So
What
he's
roll?
trying to run away. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
With the pluses or what?
Yeah, just the way you would normally make an attack roll.
So 15 plus what? 5, 3 plus proficiency for the weapon.
Yeah, proficiency and your strength. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a 20.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
D8 plus 3. 9.
Okay. So you catch him right in the back of his calf as he's doing so, and he's like limping off. He's still trying to run, but he doesn't have a lot left in the tank. But he's trying to take off now. And on his turn, he probably moves about 30 feet, and then uses his dash action to move up another 30 feet.
Dude, how much HP did these fuckers have?
I know.
At this point, we can do a few things. I mean, you have a few options as to how you want to do it. I mean, you can let him go. You don't have to, obviously. You can chase after him.
If we let him go, he's gonna warn his friends. Dude. We gotta.
It's gonna be Zach's turn, who's gonna be well out of range of catching up to him. Though he does have his bow and can try to get line of sight.
He has his bow in his tree.
Okay,
But I should mention, so Zach's like right here,
so he's running
these
south,
guys-
right?
and he's running. He's not taking the streets. He's trying to cut through, like right here.
Oh shit, that's gonna be hard.
So he's not in line of sight where you are right now, and you would have to try to get line of sight.
How did he get all the way here from like up here?
He was right here.
What if I just
he
try
did-
to like
And he
arch
did-
the
and he
shit
did,
out
like
of it?
60 feet.
Like with disadvantage, like roll disadvantage, whatever. Just arch the shit out of it over the building. I'm gonna drop an arrow on his head.
While he's running, you'd have to roll with disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any way I could really get a line of sight with my movement option.
What's the range on your bow, by the way?
Um,
Because I'm gonna say he's about like 80 feet from where you're at right now.
He definitely has a range. It's like 180 or something.
yeah, I thought it was
150 to
definitely
600.
over
Okay.
100.
150.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's like 80 feet away, and you can roll with disadvantage to see if it hits.
Okay. So that means roll twice, take the lower of the two, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
There you go. So you try to compensate for where you think he's going to be, while he's running, and you shoot the bow, and it lands kind of like off away from him as he's trying to cut through the building, and kind of gets behind it now.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving towards Barthen's provisions. I don't think it's gonna end up mattering though.
Okay. So you move towards Barthen's provisions, and now Citri's turn.
Oh, I have another one of those.
Shoot
Oh, let's see
fireball.
what this firebolt can do.
No, don't burn the whole village down.
Do it.
Uh,
Guy's really about to escape.
you need to roll with disadvantage. Sorry, Citri.
Oh wait, no, that means he gets a redo.
Well, you take the lower one. Okay. Yeah, because you don't have line of sight either. Um. Yeah, so you shoot a fireball, and you shoot the fireball, and it starts heading towards Stonehill Inn. At which point you notice that there's some people from Stonehill Inn standing on top of the building trying to put the fire out with a bucket of water. When another fireball hits that roof,
Oh
Wait, did he kill anybody?
it doesn't hit anybody. It just hits the roof.
Oh God.
And there's chaos going on at Stonehill Inn right now. While this is...
Alright.
Okay, Cricket.
Okay.
You're probably, I should mention, probably one of the closest, and you could have line of sight of him if you made some movement. You're probably about like 30 feet right now.
Okay.
Actually, let me say 20.
Well, I'm gonna move that 20 feet.
He's like right here,
Where's the mouse?
and you're like right here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move from there to like this little, like right in front of this bush. Would
Sure.
that give me line of sight?
Yeah, you have line of sight now. You move about 10 feet to do that.
Okay. Make it 15 to like come there.
Okay.
Or the middle of the road or wherever that would be.
Yeah, you have line of sight on him right now.
Okay. Let's fucking do it, bros. Thorn whip him. Can I get advantage?
Did she miss again?
I can't give you advantage on this.
Wait.
Dice rolls are rigged.
She rolled a
If
6.
she's close and his back is turned, that's advantage, dude.
He's
That doesn't
running
help
away.
for aim better.
Is he disengaging?
He's running.
Not from you.
He wasn't within your 5 feet, so you don't get like an opportunity attack or anything.
Huh.
Yeah, so you shoot your thorn whip and it misses, unfortunately.
This dude's getting away.
And now it is Zoo's turn.
Heaven wants him to
sorry.
win this game.
You have no line of sight right now.
Can he?
Uh,
Can we like go this way to get him?
Zoo, he's right here, and you guys
Okay.
and you and Oak are like right here.
Okay, so I guess I don't have like enough range to like run and get my bow out to be in a line of sight.
Zoo,
You
pick
get-
me up and throw me
maybe
towards him so
you
that
might-
I'm closer for my
You're
move.
huge.
You might not get to get line of sight, but you can try to cut him off, maybe. Like, use your movement to like try to meet him.
Okay,
you
wait. So
think
where
you're
is he
gonna
again?
hit. Okay, so he's like right here, in between Stonehill Inn and this building.
Right, and he's trying to run south.
From
Or
the
is he
direction
trying
he
to go,
seems
like-
to be heading right now, he looks like he's heading east.
Okay.
He's probably going to
And
the
you
manor.
And you're like right here, just north of Barthen's provision.
I see. All right, I'm gonna go. Can I run like maybe here by the sleeping giant or something?
That's
Okay,
far.
that'd probably be too far, but
Okay.
you can at least run 30 feet in that direction, or you can
Yeah,
use
yeah,
that
in
plus
in
your
that
dash
direction.
plus your dash action to run 60 feet.
All right, I'm gonna run 60 feet.
Okay, and that'll use up
That's
your
fine.
action.
All right, but
That'll
I'll
use
go
your
there.
action, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that
Okay.
uses both my actions and I end my turn at that point.
Yeah, unless you have any kind of bonus action or anything like that. I'm gonna say you're like right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay. Oak's your turn.
All right, so what are I'm like up here?
You were like, pretty much where just west of where Zoo was, like right here.
Okay, and this boy is right here.
Yeah,
So
he's
can,
right here.
can I like move 30 feet to like try to cut him off like in here somewhere?
Are you gonna come through like the front of Barthen's profession towards the street or around the back?
Like this way.
Yeah, so yeah, you can move 30 feet and I would say you'd end up like right here.
All right, he's right here.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my other dash to like cut him off. Or I'm gonna use dash to like cut him off.
Okay. So yeah, you land. Yeah, I'm gonna say you land like where in his trajectory right now. And that would be your turn. I guess you get another action, right?
Don't fuck
No,
this up.
sorry, I have to attack to use my attack and all that.
Okay. Okay, so that uses up your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so seeing you kind of get in front of him, as he does that, he obviously doesn't see any other choice but to try to make an attack to get past you. So he uses his about 20 feet of movement to get to you, run up to you, and tries to take a multi attack. So
Since he's scared, he rolls with disadvantage, right? Like this boy shook. Like I took out his leader right in front of him. Plus
He
he's
shook.
cold, he's shivering.
hold on.
I mean, he did just run by the building fire.
That's true. He warmed up. Dang, Citry did warm him up.
So the first swing is an 11, and the second one is a 17.
The 17 hits.
Okay, let me roll for damage.
This man's gonna get like a
Okay,
critical hit.
so with his short sword, he tries to pierce you, and he does 5 points of hit damage, piercing damage.
All right.
And then he has 10. Actually, he kind of stays there. He's gonna try to fight this out with you.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna make him run, so I get an attack, huh?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Okay. So then, let me make sure he doesn't have any kind of fucking bonus action. No, he doesn't. All right.
This is the most unnecessary fight.
Then now it's Zach's turn.
Okay, so
Last I remember, you were heading towards Barthen's provision.
yeah, so I should be like here-ish, right? Is that about 30 feet
Yeah.
from the tree?
Yeah. I would say like you're kind of like on the road, the street, the trail, whatever it is.
Okay, gotcha. So let's try to move. I don't think we need to dash, right? Would this
Okay.
if I move to like here, would that be within my
I'd
30
say
feet?
if
You
you
say?
move 30, if you move 30 feet, you probably get to like right here, and you would have line of sight.
Okay, so yeah, let's just move there. Let's get that line of sight, and let's take another shot at this fucker.
Okay.
Whoa.
Go ahead and roll.
Language.
Captain America, the team.
17. I'm finally gonna hit fucking something.
Roll for damage.
And before rolls 1 damage.
Okay, so it's for mine it's a D8 plus 2.
I would have
So
casted
you
your
can't roll a
thing.
1.
5.
Okay. Let me know where does your the killing arrow land?
Yo, I'm hitting this
Shoot
dude
him.
right in the butt.
Yes.
I used to be something like that.
Wait, like
I do it.
the cheeks, or like you going for the hole, dude? You bullseye?
Like,
Bullseye.
Oh.
Bro, this man-
Oh my god, I hate you guys so much.
You should have
Yeah.
expected this the first time.
This is what Chungler was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hit him, and you hear like the little like Willem scream, and yeah, he kind of hits the ground limp and dead.
With
And,
an arrow
thank
sticking
you
out
guys.
of his ass.
Yeah. That guy had a really bad time, dude.
Or a really good time. You don't know his face.
He might have went out on top. You can't judge him. Don't kink shame my man's.
Yo, nasty.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
So you guys are now out of initiative and free to do whatever the heck you guys want.
I'm gonna go help the commoners with the
I'm
fire.
gonna-
Make
Same.
sure that shit's
I'm
cleared
gonna
up.
loot the big guy with the bull hat. I want his hat.
I need to go retrieve my arrow.
All right, let me take things one at a time. So,
Multiple. Wait, do you want
actually,
that butt
Zach-
arrow back?
yeah, Zach goes and gets the butt arrow back. And
Wait. Does the butt arrow do poison damage now? Cause it's got shit on it.
I think it should.
Ooh,
there-
It gives me
You're
coli.
nasty.
that's a
yeah,
special
no,
arrow.
I'm not doing that.
Adam
I
was a
should-
bad DM, dude.
I should also
Hey, go
mention.
to the river. Watch that.
I should also mention when it comes to recollecting arrows, I just barely read this rule a couple days ago. When you recollect arrows after combat, you only recollect half of what you shot. Just so you know.
Well, yeah, I shot 3, and I figured like the first 2 I shot, I was like long shooting them, so I probably didn't know where they went anyways.
Okay, that's fine. So you
You're
recollect
like
the
the
one.
butt arrow.
Butt arrow, I know where it went.
But
Yeah, we know exactly where that arrow. And then Fira and Phoenix kind of head towards the Stone Hill Inn to kind of help out in the putting out the fire efforts. And you see kind of 2 people on the roof, kind of doing their damnness, and you realize that one of them is Toblin Stonehill, the owner of the inn, and another one is just somebody who is a patron inside who must have be a good Samaritan and help them out.
You better be getting some.
We're not gonna
First
get
thing I
a
say is,
fight.
oh my gosh, how did this happen?
Yeah, right.
You just kind of hear Toblin Stonehill like muttering under his under his breath, like, "What in the blazes? Like fucking adventurers." He's
This
just
ha-
like over it, dude.
Honestly, this sounds out of character. No one has asked how much he's gonna pay for us to extinguish his house.
I'm too upset. I'm too upset to worry
No,
about
no,
that
whatever-
right now.
whatever
I'm
we
trying
cause
not
it.
to.
your payment, dog.
Whenever we cause the issue, we don't barter. It's just whatever we don't.
And Burmore was doing something, I don't remember what it was.
I was looting the big guy.
The very first guy you killed.
Yeah, like the leader. I specifically want his hat, but if he has anything else, that's cool.
So I don't know if you remember, but he turned to ice and shattered into a million pieces.
So
Yeah.
his
But
hat
I
is
want
gone.
his hat.
No loot.
It's
His-
hat
no,
got
his
shattered.
hat
All of him,
survived.
all of him shattered.
His
His
hat
hat
You're
shattered
gonna
too.
punch the ice
Wait,
pieces of
Okay,
the
fine.
hat?
You see a pile of ice and the ball
Adam,
hat
I had
that's
the
sitting
lore.
right in front.
Adamar, I
No,
bitch
on
slapped
top of
him,
the
dude.
pile
hat
of
would've
ice.
Came
Yeah.
off.
What?
The hat would have came off when I bitch slapped him, dude.
That's accurate. Yeah, fine. So
No, it was actually glued to his head.
the,
Okay, now,
the hat
I hate
the hat
you.
is the only thing left to remember that guy, the
now,
nameless
now that I
bandit.
have the hat, I want to give it to Smithy to cover up that awful haircut.
I already shaved him. He's cleared up. What do you mean awful haircut?
No,
That
bald,
man-
bald,
needs
and the
protection.
bowler hat is iconic.
It is.
So he
Yeah,
looks at
maybe he'll
you.
give us another.
So he looks at you, Burmore, and he kind of jests. He's like, "Remind me not to screw with you."
I'll say
You never
nothing to that
better.
because that's what I expect.
Better never touch that man in your life. Oh,
Dude, I'll kill your like 4 HP bitch ass right now.
oh no, I'm on 6 first though.
So first of all, it's 6.
I'm not.
Zoo, I'm at 17. You couldn't kill me in 2 turns.
You want to bet on that?
He could with help.
Dude, I'll bet. I'll bet.
Are we gonna have our first PvP?
Is this
No.
really? Is this really where this is gonna go right now?
Zoo, I got 4 gold pieces on
Edward's
me
like-
winning.
Face palming.
You can have Clark's head if you beat me.
I don't want none of that hat.
I forgot you have like fucking
No,
Clark's head. Like I imagine like
I
hanging
don't
from your
want the
belt
head.
while you were
Yeah,
literally turning people to ice.
I actually have a plan for why I took Clark's head, so I have a reason.
All right.
You say so, dude.
I do, but fucking Epic's not here, so I hope
But
we don't
fucking,
get that.
you mean the arrow?
All right. Anyone else? I guess any kind of developments. I imagine Fira and Phoenix are kind of standing out on the roof. The fire's kind of mostly put out, but you guys are just helping out and kind of talking Toblin down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took the ladder from the back. Anyone else doing anything else?
Should we talk to the Barthens people? The two dudes.
Yeah, Oak,
Where's
you
your
try to figure that
boss?
out while we clear this
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
up.
close to there. I want to go. I want to go. And
As I can, yeah.
Okay.
Me,
I'll
me and
go.
Zach.
I'll go with them.
So Valdez, Zeke, and Burmore
I
walk
think that's
over
the
to.
one important building I haven't done any damage to right now.
No, but I did.
Yeah,
Valdez-
well, that's why you're not there.
Nobody's
Valdez,
checking out
Zeke,
the
and,
wall.
Yeah,
and
we're
Burmore head
helping each
over
other out.
to the two employees, um, whose names I wish I remembered. Let me pull them up.
You never told us their name, anyways.
I did. It was like the
You
very
can just
first
make up new
session.
names.
No, I have them. I have them.
we're just gonna call them by the wrong name to show that we don't care about them.
Where's your boss? Beavis?
No, we're not calling any D&D characters Beavis and Butthead, Sarah.
Okay, it's
That's where we draw the line.
and it's Ander and Thistle, who are just kind of taking in everything that goes in as you come along, and
Anders Breivik.
and Thistle kind of speaks. He kind of looks at you, Zeke, and he says, "Well, that was probably a bit more ex- extreme than we would have liked, but still, we thank you."
Like, listen here, Whistle. What happened?
Wait. You're skipping an important point here. They gotta
What?
pay us for our services. We saved them. Where's our
That's
money?
why I didn't
They
do
look
any
at-
damage
they
to
look
that
at-
building.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, they look at you and they're like, "We're just, lowly commoners employed by Barthen, but Barthen is what we're worried about. They took Old Mount Barthen. That's what started off the shouting match."
Well,
All right. Well, if they want us to try to help Old Man Barthen, then they shouldn't mind giving us some cash, since they're not gonna get paid.
Barthen
They don't got
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
we're not gonna get paid it either.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We're not gonna get paid. Never mind.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah,
get him.
I was literally just about to remind you of that fact.
All right. So let's ask them where they might have taken Old Man Barthen.
He says that's what we were trying to figure out. We know most of the Red Brands hang out at Sleeping Giant, and there's some rumors that they've kind of set up shop in Tresender Manor. But we're just two lowly commoners. We're not capable of rescuing Old Man Barthen as much as it pains us to know that they have him, and they've taken him away.
Well, I knew Oak made some new enemies with that slap.
What's the treat?
Oh, I knew you made some enemies with that slap.
I mean, we're gonna run these ruffians out of town anyway, so.
Not after.
Yeah.
Not until we get a long rest, bro. I'm still at 3
not so
HP.
long, yeah, you're right. So
Dog, we're
let's just tell them that we'll look into Old Man Barthen if we have time.
We gotta stake it out. That's what we gotta do.
But for now, we gotta stick to what was it, Sildar, dude? What's Sildar need?
Sildar hasn't done shit in this whole
No,
time.
Sildar didn't fight at all, dude.
Literally didn't do anything.
No.
Sildar pulled an epic.
Like, I took my sword back last session, so he didn't have a weapon.
Yeah, and he's still pretty weak, and he was recovering from everything, so he wasn't physically capable of
Safe.
participating in this fight. And I don't know, I'm not sure if he would have, because he wouldn't fight in a situation unless he knows what's going on.
So he's a bitch.
So he kind of walks up to you now, and he kind of hears this conversation about the Red Brand ruffians too, but he doesn't really say much about it.
Sildar sounds like a
Yeah.
narc.
He lets you know that that he's gonna be heading over to the Stonehill Inn to recover, and he's gonna, as soon as he's able, he'll be receiving a loan for the 50 gold pieces to thank you for your escorting. Your escorting
Hell yeah.
services sound so weird, but yeah, there you go. Escorting service.
We're in escort service now. The greedy
Okay, so
escorts.
So
Well, I mean,
he
we
kind of
got some
he shuffles off towards the Stonehill Inn at that time, and then Thistle and Anders they thank you for any help that you might be able to provide in getting their boss Elmar Barthen back.
All right. So we should go to the inn, right? Go take a nice long rest, then go fuck up the sleeping giant.
Has it been 2 days since my forging at Smithy's?
We are on. This is the second day, so it'll be ready like tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
let's
go
just go to the inn, get some grove, go to
Okay.
sleep.
So you guys head to the inn. Um, Fear and Phoenix were on the roof, so they took the ladder back down. They're already kind of at the entrance by the time the other three of you kind of make it to the entrance of Stonehill Inn, and you walk in, and there's a bit of like everyone's kind of gives you some looks on your way in. I mean, traveled pretty quickly. In terms of the chaos, you guys are definitely the topic of today's gossip and rumors. Um, Considering your entrance, and there's people at different tables or different booths, and they kind of sneak some looks at you between kind of hushed whispers. And Tobin Stonehill, um, while seeming a little flustered, is back at the bar, uh, cleaning some uh some mugs.
All right, I'm gonna announce that that I'm buying a round for the whole house. That way they'll like us again.
Okay, so you say it out loud so that everyone can hear. Uh, and Tobin Stonehill kind of repeats it. He says, "A round for everyone." So his wife and his the barmaid that worked there, whose name escapes me.
Lydia.
Trinket should know her name.
Hell yeah.
That her name?
I think so.
I'm surprised she didn't write it down.
Yeah, me too.
I mighta.
That's what I was banking on. Oh,
The
here it is.
unimportant barmaid.
God, I can't find her name. Let's go with Lydia. Um, yeah, and so they start serving drinks for everyone, and you see a few people kind of give you a very. They kind of give you a nod. There's no cheer or anything like that, but they're appreciative of you giving everybody drinks.
How much gold or yeah, how much cash that cost?
Yeah, so that cost you about.
Oak, while he's
You're
calculating that,
scaring me. You're scaring me.
No,
do you want
Don't take
me
all
to
my
float
money.
the bill?
okay, so that'll cost you about Is it for the whole group of you all too?
Nah, dude, fuck us, dude. We don't deserve it. We made a mess.
Fair.
We just
so just everybody in there. Okay. So it's 40 copper pieces.
Easy.
Oh, that's,
Fuck it, dude.
that's cheap.
I am a whole gold coin worth.
Okay, so
So give
you
us good
Nobody
Yeah,
is going to
trust
do
it, trust
anything
it.
tomorrow morning.
so you flip you flip Toblin a gold piece, and you tell him just keep serving until this is spent.
Do I get a chart? Do I get a cheer now?
Not really. I mean they're appreciative, but they're not huge fan. I mean they're a little like suspicious and a little cautious around Dragonborns. Dragonborns make them nervous.
Me
Hey,
too.
Are they racist?
Right in.
They have. I mean, your party has a couple elves, a dragonborn, and a tiefling in particular, which are probably the biggest causes for hesitation and
And the human's the
trepidation.
one that sets the place on fire.
Yeah, and the humans set the place on fire. And this town is mostly humans, halflings. There's a couple. There's an elf or two. But yeah, you don't really see any kind of people like tieflings or dragonborn. So they're thankful, but they're not necessarily singing your praises quite yet.
Pay off their mortgages.
You- Let me pull up an Excel sheet so that
Let's get let's get their student
With
loans.
debt. You guys are literally trying to like bribe your way into their hearts.
Well, what else are we gonna? There's been nothing else to spend money on.
Yeah, what have we been haggling for if it's not to forgive all of their student debt?
We have so much money and nothing to spend it on.
Oh, I have no words.
What are you talking about, dude?
You're
That's
trying
not
to
what
bribe
works.
this fool with food,
Dude, that's what you do.
and they still don't like you.
Got him.
Alright, well, I'm asleep and whatnot. We'll
Okay.
eat.
Are you gonna take a long rest?
Yeah, we should all take a long.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
and take a long rest.
But
I'll-
we should definitely leave people watching because like the ruffians might come afoot.
You guys can take shifts if you want.
Who's
So
the half elf with
you
the highest hit points left? Or the
I
elf or the
got
half elf?
6. I got 6 right now, I think.
I mean, I'm still sitting at 17 HP. So
I mean, we can
do
rest
you
for
even
like
need do
10
you even need
hours.
to rest?
I have 9
yeah, but
total.
I'll say, couldn't I just rest for like really short just to get my 5 HP back and then be like good to go?
So you could take a short rest and roll your hit die. You have one more because you used.
But you don't get your breath back.
Yeah,
I
you,
do.
what,
Yeah,
and,
it
oh,
goes back
you
from
get
short.
okay.
But you already took a short in the cave.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah, and
used
then
it in that
use the
fight.
breath after that. And so, oh, you're right. You only get the benefits from a short rest. Actually, that's not true. You only get the benefits from a long rest once a day, but a short rest is you can take more than one.
Oh, wait.
Alright,
I
so
don't
I guess I'll
I don't
just
need
do a
to rest,
short
so I can do.
So do I get both my hit die back if I do that?
If you take what a shit dice.
You're still thinking about that arrow, aren't
Uh,
you?
Language.
you don't get any. You don't get any dice back from short rest. You get them back from long.
Uh,
So you're
Yeah,
missing one dice right now, Oak. So you would be
yeah,
missing the other one.
I'll do a short rest, and then everyone else can just long rest, and I'll stay watching.
I don't
Okay.
need to do it. I don't need to do any rest, so I can do watch too.
Okay. Everyone else is taking a long rest, and I know specifically Zeke and Fira they do the meditation
Yeah.
trance.
Yeah.
So you're like in meditation for 4 hours and asleep for 4 hours. While Phoenix gets a full day's sleep because it was about noon when this went down. You guys are gonna end up like in the evening. Your sleep
We
cycle is
just
all
go
fucked
back
now.
to bed so we can get Zeus fucking weapon, dude.
Well, he
Yeah.
said the morning.
You can yeah, you can spend longer honestly. Yeah, you can. Okay, so you spent till like about what time? You said the morning.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
Smithy opens.
Okay. So at about 8 a.m. You all wake up, ready for a new day.
Alright, let's go get that weapon, Zeus.
Yeah.
Who's heading there?
I'm gonna head there, obviously.
Dude, I want to go there
I'm
too.
gonna go too,
Would he have
because
armor, or would that be somewhere else?
He had weapons and some tools, but I don't believe he had any armor.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can inquire if you wanted to with Tobla and Stonehill and see if anybody might have some armor.
Yeah.
And while that might give me some time to kind of figure out who the fuck has armor.
Okay. There might not be anybody in this rinky-dink town.
Let me go ahead and take care of this thing with Zoo first.
Gotcha.
Okay, so who's going with Zoo? Sorry.
me.
Okay, just Oak.
I guess
Alright.
so. Yeah.
I just want to see that man's fresh fucking hat, dude.
Okay, give me a second.
All right, dude.
Shit. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. So Burmore and Fira head over to Smithy, and the door is closed. You know from your last conversation that you had with him that normally it's open around this time.
Oh, okay.
Shit, dude.
Damn, they got Smithy too.
Dude, we gotta peek in there, dude. Do some.
Yeah, I was gonna
investigation.
say I'm peeking in to see what's up.
Okay,
Not
so
breaking in, but I'm peeking.
there's a window in there, and you see Smithy, and he's sitting behind the counter, like the where he normally kind of talks to his patrons from across the counter. And he's sitting on a chair though, not facing the counter, kind of facing the wall off to the side, and he's just kind of staring at the wall. He's just sitting there.
This boy's dead.
This
isn't
guy's he's going through it.
he? This dude's dead, Zoo.
He's not dead.
Dude, I'm kicking down the door, bro. I think.
No, wait a
No,
minute. Let me
just knock.
Just knock, yeah.
Jeez.
All right, knock.
I'm a
Okay.
knock. I knocked.
Okay, so Fira knocks on the door, and you hear like the creak of the chair a little bit, and because it's dead silent, some
Dude, I thought he was
shuffling,
dead
some
from that.
steps, and then the door kind of opens, and he sees you both, and he says, "Yes."
Oh yeah, I was just double checking, dog. You open?
Open. He kind of looks off to the for a second, and then he looks back at you. He looks really intently at both of you in your eyes, and then you kind of see something register, and he's like, "Ah, yes, yes, Fira, is that correct?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark, you got
Um, why? We're open. Can I help you?
Yeah. I forged the weapon like 2 days ago with the chain and the rapier. I'm trying to get it back.
Yes, of course, the weapon. Um, give me 1 second.
Hey, Oak, this man seems sketchy right now.
So he leaves the door.
Yeah, but is he
Open?
sketchy or is he fucking hammered still, Zoo?
I
Like,
He
don't
leaves
think
the
he's
door
hammered.
open. He was
Oh,
not
yeah,
at the.
that's-
He
we
was not.
did.
He was not at Stonehill Inn.
oh, okay.
He leaves the door open and he kind of heads to the back for a second.
Something going on with him.
Yo,
He's
Zoo,
gone for a minute.
I
Are you guys
ain't
doing
going
anything?
I ain't going in there, Zoo. I'm hiding by the door, dude. I'm ready for combat.
Ready for combat? What?
Dude, I don't like it. I don't trust it.
Okay.
Wait. You should do like a perception check.
What are you trying to do?
be? I'm trying to like see if like there's something up, like with like maybe I can like notice like some fucking like signs of a struggle.
What's your perception bonus?
Because like
Let's see what perception bonus.
What?
I
Wait,
got.
what are you trying to do? Sorry, Oak. I was reading something.
so like he had like a wife, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying to like like look around, like see if there's any like signs of like a struggle or anything like I can notice that's off.
Sure. Do you look at anything in particular?
Um, behind the counter,
Okay, so you kind of peek behind the counter. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
perception's trash. 15, 16.
Okay. So you kind of see there some notes. There where he was. You see some notes of Smithy where he was clearly working on Fira's weapon. There's some kind of notes and some little designs while he was drawing that up. But other than that, you don't really see anything noteworthy. Um, but he's still gone for a minute. And yeah, you still have some time.
All right, I'm
Uh,
gonna just wait.
Zoo, we can't just wait, bro. He's sketchy.
What you? I mean, I'm just gonna ask him like, "What's up?"
All right, I'm gonna stand behind Zoo, dude.
Bro, you're the tank.
I don't care. This is Zoo's dumb decision, bro. I'm standing behind him.
Okay.
I mean, fine, whatever, dog.
Wait, does
Uh,
Smithy have
you
my
need to
hat
trust
on,
people.
or does he not have my hat on?
Does Smithy have your hat on?
Yeah.
Is it a mind control
No,
hat?
he doesn't have your hat on.
Okay.
Oh well, this is some really sketchy shit, dude. That was a gift. Smithy would never.
Okay, maybe
not
he doesn't
use a
like
gift.
the damn ugly hat.
Nah, dude, it was a gift.
You
He
ever
would
thought of
definitely
that?
wear it.
Maybe he has bad fashion choices, like we talked about.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, so I'm just hiding behind Zoo at this point. I'm like, hey man, it's your funeral.
Okay.
I really don't think this is sus. I mean,
Can
it's
you
sus.
can the two of you make a perception check?
All right, how do I? Do I just
Oh,
set
something's
perception?
up.
Roll a d20 and add your perception bonus.
I got a 15.
I got a 16.
Okay. So just at that moment, the two of you hear like a crash of like glass
What
somewhere
the hell?
within the building. Um, yeah, that's all you hear.
What?
Yo, we gotta
Okay,
go,
well,
Zoom. We
I'm
gotta
gonna go inspect that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's kind of talk about the design of this place a little, right?
All right.
So you walked in, and the room that you walked into immediately was kind of like the reception room where he kind of has his storefront.
Yes.
So I would say that's about maybe like 30 feet wide, and he's got the counter there right in front of the door, maybe about like 15 feet. Past that is a longer hallway. Um, and then there's three rooms or three doors that you can see along the hallway on the right side of the hallway. Um, and then a door at the very end, which you assume is the back door. Uh,
The back door?
the back door.
Oh, back. Okay. Where was the sound coming from?
You can't really place it. You just know that it was coming from somewhere, probably
In the
somewhere
hallway or
in that hallway. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Can I run like go back outside and run around like come in through the back door?
Sure.
Oh,
Uh,
run.
So we hit him with a pincer move, Zoo.
are
Oh,
you
you're
trying
right,
to
you're
be quiet at all, or are you just running?
Never mind. I'm gonna just stay with Zoo.
What the
So
fuck?
you guys are
Can I
gonna
get
go.
That you asked that makes me suspicious.
This man. No, I'm sus now. I'm sus now. I'm just
Something's
trying to
going
be,
on,
what
and
the hell's
he's been
going
told
on?
not to do stuff.
So the
Me and Zoo are like back to back right now, bro.
Yo, what's up, the Duel Link? How you doing, man? We're just playing our D&D game.
the hallway
I
I would
gotta.
say is about a good 40 feet long. It's
So, like
it's a
some
little
narrow
narrow.
hallway.
It's a little narrow. Yeah, it's I would say no wider than 10 feet.
All right.
Between 5 and 10 feet, and then you have the three doors on the hallway to your right.
Okay. Okay. So I think we should do this like a
We're just playing Dungeons and Dragons. We've got a little campaign with the people on our Discord server.
going first.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do that.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing. First door.
The
Yeah,
first
all
door.
right, first
So
door.
how is it? Okay, so you guys are on each side of the door. Which sides?
Oak's on the door side. He's gonna pull the handle.
Yeah. So like I'm on the side that has the handle. And I'm just gonna like reach and throw it open.
And then fear, I'm assuming, is kind of like on the left side of the doorway,
Yeah, I'm like in the opposite side of
like
Oak. So I'm
towards
gonna, as
towards
soon as
the
he opens
towards
it,
the
I'm gonna push
in between that door and the next door, the middle door. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing, Brimore?
I'm gonna twist the handle and just like toss the door open.
Okay, so you swing the door open, and immediately into the room. It's like it seems like it would be like I guess what you would consider the master bedroom, and you see the bed, and you see the desk, basic setup for a room, and next to the side of the bed, you can barely see kind of sticking out from the floor past the bottom of the bed. You see a pair of feet or shoes kind of sticking out. Like it's
Alright.
obviously
Under their
something laying
feet,
down.
we do see shoes.
It's like their feet. Like they're shoes that are kind of laying down where like the toes are pointed up
Oh,
and the
okay,
heels
okay,
are on
okay.
the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That sounds like a dead body to me.
It's
Zoo.
like some black boots.
What? No, it just seems like boots.
All right, Zoo, you go in there then. All right.
Well, you want to go with me?
I'll
Are you
watch
guys
the door,
have you
bro.
guys unsheathed your weapons, or what's the deal there?
I'm pulling out my long sword.
I have
just the
I
one.
have my sword. I have the handle out, or not out, but like I'm holding it. It's
Oh,
still
you
in
doing
the
a quick draw?
Yeah, like a quick draw.
I should mention the room is about 20 feet towards the wall opposite of you from the entrance, and then about like 15 feet in width.
All right. Oak, I think you should push the bed out, and then I can see what's up.
Zoo,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that like you go in first, I come in behind you to like watch our six, and then you just grab the feet and pull them out, dude.
Wait, so are these feet or like are these just empty boots?
They're
No, they're
not.
feet.
They don't seem empty. They're like laying down. That's all you can see is the feet.
Oh,
the
yeah,
boots.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right,
But
all
it's
right,
like
all right.
it would seem like something is laying down there around, and all you
Oh.
can see is the feet sticking out
Why
past
do
the
you
bed.
keep saying
Yeah, I see what
something
you're
like
saying
it's a
now.
monster, dude?
Bro, I don't think it's a monster. It's
It's
a damn
some black.
black.
All right, Zoo. I'll watch our 6. You grab the feet. You pull them out.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull him. I'm grabbing both the feet, legs or whatever, and I'm gonna pull that pool out.
Okay,
See
well,
what
I mean, once you walk to that point, you would be able to see what's going on.
Oh, okay, well, all right. All right.
So-
Well,
Why
let's
did
see
you
what's
say that?
going on.
Okay, so you walk up to the thing, and you immediately see Smithy. His body is laying there, and he's
What?
dead. His chest is kind of caved in.
What?
Like something obviously must have.
I can't believe Adamar set you up to not get your weapon, dude.
He
I
must have.
know.
He caved in his chest, and you actually see the hat that Burmore gave him. Somewhere it's off to the side there. He's dead. And at this moment, I'd like you all to make a perception check.
All right, I'm gonna click perception wherever that is.
I don't even know where I am in this whole thing.
You're still at the
I'm
end.
assuming you
Yeah.
guys
Okay.
you guys are at the end. So
I
Okay.
rolled a 4.
you guys have no idea. I mean, you guys can obviously listen, but you guys have no idea what's going on.
Zoo, this is some sort of shapeshifter bullshit, dude.
Bro, I'm kind of sketch on. I'm mad sketch on this. Okay, there's 3 more doors left, I think, right?
Yes.
Two. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So what was
yeah.
the roll? Sorry.
I got
4 and a 9.
Okay.
Shit.
So while you guys are looking at this, like in confusion, shocked, you feel a Burmore who is closer to the door because Fear went to go inspect the thing. Burmore feels a massive like whack like right across his back.
Yeah, it's like that.
Hold on. You feel a massive whack across your back, and hold on.
Doesn't have to roll for accuracy, dude. What the fuck?
This is in
What's
stealth.
going
This is in
on?
stealth. Okay.
We should have went with them.
I know.
I mean, I was gonna say the whole squad should stick together. But,
This is
I didn't
Scooby-Doo!
expect this.
Okay. 15 to hit Oak.
What? Wait, I took 15?
What's your armor class?
16.
You're
Okay.
good.
So you see it hit the back of your armor. You feel something hit the back of your armor, and it knocks you forward, but it doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
See what the hell's going on? Oh,
You turn around.
Yeah, I turn around. I'm like, what the fuck?
You turn around and you see Smithy looking straight at you.
dead ass.
Yeah, he's looking at you right in the eyes, but he looks angry and he looks angry and he looks angry and pissed off.
He hit him with the dead ass.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
At that time, using a multi attack, that he takes a. Okay. 17 to hit Oak.
Yeah, I got hit by that.
Okay. Hold on. So stronger than you would expect from someone of Smithy's size,
God.
considering that you're a dragonborn. He takes a second swing at you, bludgeoning damage, and it's a strength that you wouldn't associate with someone of Smithy's side, and it knocks you back and does 9 hit points of damage.
Holy crap.
Damn.
What the hell's going on?
Dude got smacked. Straight
Uh,
up.
That's like
whack.
half my HP, but we're fucked.
I'm back in.
Yo, burn the shop down.
Alright.
Send it.
So you guys are
Can I
in
get
this 20 by 15
Spidey
room. He's
sentences?
blocking the door right now. Burmore is right up on him, and I would say, and Fira is probably 10 feet away.
Yo, are there any windows in this room?
was
There are
thinking
no
the
there are no
same
windows
thing.
in this room. There's another
no
door
windows?
which is
the
like
glass
for like a
breaking?
chest that you think is like a closet. But that's it.
Oh, I'm not fucking with the small door, Zoo. Alright, Zoo. I got a strat.
You
What's
gotta
the
let us
strap?
know somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna
we
say
gotta, we gotta bail out of here, right? But like, I'ma grapple him and like hold his arms so he can't move.
Okay.
And you're
So you
gonna
want me
run
to
and
run?
get help. Yeah, you're gonna run and get help.
Okay. Give me
Alright.
1 second to look up grappling.
I think I just do an athletics check against him.
I think we both roll athletics, right? In which everyone's higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's a tie, nothing
You-
changes. So like if I'm holding
Oh,
him,
you're right.
like, he pulls.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Okay. I'm
You
gonna
guys are
make
just
a roll.
holding
and-
each other?
Oh, you gotta make this
For
move.
it's like a grappling fight.
I'm like hugging him, like bear hugging,
Okay.
so he
They're
can't attack or
wrestling.
anything.
So You do that and you add your strength, right?
Oh, your boy lost that one.
I rolled a 10. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So
you can't
he,
even escape, bro. I'm sorry.
he grabs you, and you're now grappled. What you guys tried to wrestle, and as he's grappling you, his body begins to shift and form,
What?
and Fira sees that change into he gets taller, right? I'm looking for the actual description.
Dead ass.
Okay.
This is happening?
He's probably about your height. He's like this gray amorphous form. He kind of looks very alien. Um,
What?
he looks very alien
Dude, I
in
knew I
disguise.
should have taken
He has
athletics
very
for
long
this
limbs
one.
that would
What?
probably go down to about his knees. Uh,
Dude, it's like a
and
mind
he's
flayer,
pretty
bro.
tall.
No.
And he's got you grappled right now.
Bro,
Zoo, your boy's fighting
Uh,
to save
at
you,
this
bro.
I
time,
need to help you out.
wait. At this time, I should have said, "Go ahead and roll initiative."
What is going on? I came here for a
You got a
damn
15?
weapon.
You guys need to just start yelling.
You guys are like all the way over here, dude. You're not gonna hear
Yeah,
him?
I mean, I was thinking of smacking the window.
That's not
like,
true. You
raising
can
it,
hear
yo.
like
Oak is 15.
30 feet away.
What was your Zoo?
Zoo 16.
16.
Okay, so Zoo, you have the first move.
Man, okay. Okay, so you said this man's tall, right?
Yeah, he's probably pretty equivalent with regards to
still
Oak's
grappling
size.
you,
So
right?
he's taller than you. He's got Oak grappled right now.
Alright, can I do like
Dude,
a
just
crouching
book it,
heavy
bro.
kick on him?
Can you do what?
Do like a crouching heavy kick, a sweep?
Oh my god.
Sure. You can move up to 10 feet and you can try to go for a sweep.
I'm
Dude.
thinking I'm
Sweep
gonna
the
grab
leg.
my sword and like put it on his feet and then pull my sword up or push my sword up. And then that fool's gonna topple over and Oak will be able to get free.
Oh wait, yeah. So Zoo should get advantage because he's busy with me, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's distracted. So, but I'm trying to figure out what I want you to roll. Go ahead and roll. Describe that move to me again. There was like 20 things.
I'm gonna put that sword like under his feet, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna push my sword up so the sword's like gonna push up against him and have this fool trip.
Okay, so you gotta move behind him to do that, and then like
Yeah.
push him from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and do like an athletics roll with that, I guess.
Athletics. 13.
Okay.
Please hit. One of us need
Okay.
to hit. We're getting
So he stumbles a little bit and he loses his grip just slightly, but he's still holding on to Burmore, but he's slightly thrown by that, but also slightly lost his grip a little bit on him.
All right, wait. So is his grip on Oak stronger now?
That's worse.
Is
Worse?
his grip on what?
Is his grip like worse right now?
Yeah, so basically if we do another grapple check right now, he's gonna roll advantage.
All right. I'm gonna use my surge action.
Okay.
Do this again.
The same move?
Yeah. Well, okay. Wait.
No, you gotta.
He thinks this is rock, paper,
I'm gonna
scissors.
drop kick him. I'll drop kick him. I'll drop kick him.
You have a sword.
Zoo, you literally have weapons, just so you know. But-
Let me grab my sword.
But if you're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, maybe you don't want to kill this guy for some reason. I understand.
That's
No,
okay.
we
So
wanna
I
kill
understand
him.
this isn't Smithy, and if he's Smithy, he's trying to kill us. So I'm gonna stab this fool. All right, I'm gonna get my sword out.
Okay.
I'm going to actually.
I assume-
okay, yeah.
I assume you already had it out because you tried to trip him with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm gonna hit this fool next.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit.
15.
That hit, roll damage.
And okay, 1 sec. It was D6, I think. Yeah. What? Oh, plus 3, 4.
What's the total number? Because I'm not looking at math.
Oh, it just says 4.
Oh, so 4 damage.
4 total. Yeah.
Okay, so you stab him like right like in the back from that, but he doesn't scream out in pain or really seem to have much of a reaction
What
to
the
it.
hell?
I mean, he maybe has like a small kind of like grunt, but otherwise he's pretty unfazed.
Holy
Zoo,
shit!
your boy's gonna die, dude. You should have left.
And now it is Oak's turn.
Wow.
Okay, so I have to do an athletics check to break free, right?
Yeah, and he'll roll with disadvantage, and you make a normal roll.
Boy got a 12.
I got a 15.
Mother. I don't believe you.
I got a
I don't
15.
believe-
I got a 15 and a 16. uh, Okay, so he holds his grip on you.
Wait, question.
Yeah.
Since I did surge action, I did 2 attacks. Can I still move?
Yeah, you didn't move. I mean, you moved 10 feet to get behind him, but you still had 20 feet of movement. But we
Okay.
ended your turn.
Yeah, you get bodied.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right.
All right, dude. I'm gonna use my action surge to fucking
Okay.
athletics check him again.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh wait,
go
wait,
ahead
wait,
and...
wait, wait. No, no, no. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
This dude can't really hurt me while he's grappling me, dude. So I'm fine with this.
He just has you on a hold right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm fine with this. I'll take it.
Kiss him.
Okay,
You
so
just
now
taking him, hugging you like that?
Zoo. Sometimes you just lay down and take it.
Oh, kiss
Oh
him.
my god.
You're nasty as fuck.
Straight up
That's what
smooch
he
him.
wants. Yeah. If
Okay,
I kiss him,
so-
will he let me go?
Yeah. Okay, so his arms like reach around you really long with space to go. So he kind of, while holding you with one arm because it's that long, it goes down to his knees. Keeping you grappled, he tries to do a swing with disadvantage at Zoo.
Oh.
Out of
With his
context,
other-
Adamar just said the words hanging to his knees. That is all.
And he rolls a 1, so it misses completely. He rolled a 1 with disadvantage, so it misses completely, and that's his turn. So it's Zoo's turn again.
Oh, damn. All right. Oh, should I run and get help, or should I help you out?
Just freaking.
Zoo, just run out to the street and fucking yell, dude.
All right. That's what I'm doing.
You probably got to use your dash, but
Yeah, I'm gonna dash out. I'm dashing out of the house. I'm kicking the door. Doing whatever I need to do.
Okay, so you run 60 feet, and I'm gonna say you make it about. You probably make it around like right here.
Okay, so if he yells loud, we can hear him, right? Oh,
So this is the way I'm playing this. Because of what you had said, Zach, I'm assuming you're like just outside of this because we were gonna deal with you looking for some shit to buy soon. So I'm assuming you're just hanging out right in front of the Stonehill
okay,
Inn.
that's cool.
But Phoenix and Valdez are inside right now.
But I probably would have been outside because I was gonna take this shit to Lion Shield, but I didn't get to say
Okay.
anything ever.
That's true. We kind of just went off. All right, fuck
It's
it. I'm gonna
okay.
say the 3 of you guys are just chilling in the front right now, just hanging out.
All right. So Citri, Zach, and Cricket are all there.
Yeah. What do you what do you tell them?
All right. First off, guys, there's a shapeshifter over here. Second
I mean,
off,
you
Oak's
also
gonna attack.
you have to consider time, right? The clock is ticking,
Alright,
so you have to be efficient with what you're gonna tell them.
Okay, Vermore is getting attacked in the blacksmith. We need to help him right now. That's
Okay.
what I'm yelling.
Okay.
Works for me.
So the three of you the 3 of you guys gonna jump into
I think he
action,
deserves it.
and jump towards it, right? Jump towards it, and in this time, I would say that before you guys get here, we still get to finish that round with Oak and the doppelganger.
That sounds fair.
Do we have to
So-
roll initiative?
Yes, but let me finish this round first, and then I'll.
So I gotta do
you
another
guys-
athletics check, right?
So while this is going on, Oak's kind of in this like tug of war right now with
Alright, I rolled
the
a-
doppelganger.
Oh, an 18? You're nice.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage. All right, no, sorry.
You need to break out.
Yes, let me
Okay.
let me roll. Okay, he rolled a 5.
Alright, your boy's out.
So you broke out of the grip.
Do I get my full turn still? Like,
That counts as an action. So unless you have a bonus action or something.
I think you should.
You don't want to
Alright,
disengage
alright.
because he's gonna
alright,
attack you.
alright, I'm
Yeah.
So he can't attack me, right? Because like he just like got he got knocked off, right? So like he can't attack my wall.
If you go out of the range.
How's but how? Like I would have had to do something to him to break free.
Well,
But you're in range
disengage
right
would
now,
be an
And
action.
if you leave 5 feet, then he can take an opportunity attack.
Why
I
couldn't
think
just,
just stick this out. We're gonna help you out.
Oh, or you can stay where you are,
I don't
and he
wanna
won't take
stay.
an opportunity attack. But then his turn is coming up.
Them's the breaks, bro.
So if I use action
could
surge
brace.
to disengage, can I like block the door? Like, or is that another action?
Yeah, if you use action surge, you can do another action. Just tell me what you want to do, and we'll figure it out.
All right, so I want to use action surge, and I want to disengage and go outside the room and shut
Okay.
the door and hold it.
Okay. So you run out the door quickly after you break free finally, and in that quick shuffle, you make it out, and you're holding the door. and that ends your turn. So he's gonna try to break through, and he's gonna be just another straight up strength check, the way we did the grapples.
Jeez.
Alright.
So I'm gonna roll.
This man's strong as hell, Oak. I don't know if this is
I
gonna
rolled
work.
22.
11. Okay, so you're holding the door right now. It slams against your body loudly, but you're able to hold him back for now. At this point, the rest of you, Zeke, Fira, Phoenix, Valdez, are kind of making your way through the doorway. In what's the marching order?
I'll be up front.
Okay, because you're leading them there.
Yeah, yeah.
11.
And roll for initiative.
Oh, do I have to do it too, or do they just
No,
do it?
you guys keep your numbers. Just the 3 that didn't.
Gotcha.
And tell me.
I'm probably in the
Citri
middle.
was an 11.
11.
Citri rolled an 11, dude.
I rolled
highest
a
roll we've ever done.
14.
I got a
I
15.
think it's me, Oak, and Zach first.
Yeah, I think I would be up front too. The spellcasters probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Cricket, what did you get?
With the initiative, it'd be 16.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Okay, so it's Fira and Zeke at the front, and I mean the 4 of you can't fit in at the same time, right? I would say like you guys are going in one at a time, very hurriedly. But so it's Fira and Zeke, and then Cricket, are you next, and then Valdez after, or what's the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely be at the end.
Okay. So you guys come in through, and you were in this small room. Now it is Zoo's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come up with Oak, or to the door room or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'll help out Oak to hold out the door for a second while we get everyone set up.
Okay. So you kind of help Zoo. I mean Burmore with the door. So if he does another strength check or if it comes to that, it's with it. Both of you guys rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then, do you have anything else right now?
No, that's it. I'm just trying to get everyone set up.
Okay, it's Cricket's turn right now.
I'm probably also going to be helping with the door. If I
These
can.
fools ain't getting shit.
Okay, the 3 of you with this doorway, that would probably max out like who can hold the door.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we should plan out what we're gonna do after this turn.
Yo,
You
I
guys
want
can
to.
talk it out right now, or whatever you want to do.
So is there something that we can like have like a roll for that would like tell us like what this thing is based on our knowledge of what we've seen?
Yes. So let me pull up
Does detect magic work like that?
You can make a detect magic check. I'm not sure how helpful it'll be right now,
Oh, it's
Okay.
a spell.
but yeah.
So I don't know if it'd be like history or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm debating which one, but yeah, you can make
Oh no,
Let's
that's
see
that's probably not great.
a history check. Somebody can make a history check if you want to know.
Who
Alright, I
has
have
the
plus
highest
3 to
history?
history. What's everybody else got?
2.
I got 0.
Alright, your boys
I've
do.
got 2.
I didn't
Fuck,
mean
he was
to
on
do
it. I
that.
got a 7, dude.
You rolled it. You rolled it.
I mean, I'll roll it again because it was a 7. I don't want it.
No, 7.
I
Okay,
can roll
you're
it.
able, and only because I said it earlier, you're able to at least realize that this is a doppelganger.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So Valdez from the back knows based on the description a little bit more of what this is. It's a doppelganger. While it's very strong, it takes a lot to take something out like this. It's a shape changer. It can change into anything, and it also has the ability to read some thoughts, some surface level thoughts of anything within 60 feet of it. And that effect can penetrate barriers like wood or dirt.
So it knows that we're like thinking about what it is right now.
Just surface level thoughts. Yeah, it has an idea. Like if you guys try to plan something, it's able to probably figure out what that plan is.
Okay. So
Damn.
nothing about like how to kill the fucking thing?
There's no extra information I can provide about
Any
how to kill the
HP?
fucking thing.
Well, I think
Alright, so it was like a shadowy thing, right?
I guess in terms of HP, I would say it's pretty tanky. That's all I would say without giving.
Jeez, okay.
I think that me and Zoo and the spellcasters should all post up with like eyes on the door.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the
So
same
like the
thing.
moment that we let it out, open the door, that we can just blast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. I'll be.
Alright.
Those goblins really did a number on me.
No.
Oh my god. Oh,
Wait,
I made it back.
Alva's back right in the nick of time.
Oh,
You're in a spot right now. You're in a spot.
Now you
You're
have
in
no
the
idea
best
what's happening
spot.
right now.
I got away, bro.
Yo,
So,
Epic,
Cannot
Epic,
believe I got
let me
away,
give you
dog.
the rundown, dog.
you can't, dude. He's not here.
Oh damn! All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where's Epic at? Is he sleeping?
He's not. He's not here right now.
Yeah, you can't
He's just
come in and
perpetually
use the
asleep.
moment, bro.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
I can write him in later for like next session, but we're running low on time, so like it's not gonna work.
Oh, yeah,
for the
true,
last 30
true,
minutes.
okay.
Got you.
Cricket, even though you hate me, like you should definitely heal me so that I can just sit in the door and not let him out.
Wait.
No,
Adam,
just
I have
let
a
him out
question.
so he can.
Wait. Before we proceed, Cricket was gonna ask me something. What was it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can he hear our thoughts through barriers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
Can you hear my thoughts through Clark's head?
Yeah, can he wear
Definitely
Clark's
yes.
head as a
Oh,
helmet?
deadass.
Disgusting.
Deadass, I forgot my password.
Yeah, he could definitely hear your thoughts through Clark's head.
All right, so we're gonna post up and we're gonna open the door, right?
So
Yes.
the three. So who's? I guess kind of describe to me what the formation looks like. What's going on?
Oh, how much health you got?
I have 13.
13? You're still the highest, but I feel like we should save for that health point. I'll be in the front. So, like, when a door
Wait,
opens...
I can heal
he's
actually.
first-
I have second wind, so I can heal.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you got high HP. And then what we can do is... Does that take, like, a turn? Do we have to, like, have you heal up and then you can do stuff?
Yeah.
That would be his action on his turn if he did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you already used action surge anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we should let Oak be able to heal up for this turn while we damage him for a bit.
Who's?
And then when Oak...
Who just
or
went?
Garth-
I can't remember. Sorry.
Wait, what's up?
Cricket.
Oh,
Oh,
Cricket.
wait.
Okay, yeah.
I
So it
haven't
is
done
Oak's turn
anything.
next. Oh yeah, Cricket hasn't done anything.
No one's
Oh,
really
no,
done
you-
anything
you-
other
I
than
thought
walk
it
in
was your
here.
turn.
You went to go help. You went to go help hold the
Yeah,
door.
I helped the
Cricket.
door.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
That was your action.
Okay.
So then it
So
would
it's
be
my turn.
me, and that's when I was like, let's
No,
post
after
up.
Cricket, it was Oak, and then it's Zach.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop holding the door so I can use second wind.
So now it's just Zoo and Cricket holding the door.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
have to roll a d10.
Okay.
I got 6 plus 2, so I got 8 HP back. So I'm sitting at 21 now. So now I'm tanky boy again.
Alright, you're good.
All right,
Alright.
that'll end my turn. I'm gonna pull back out my swords though.
Okay. Now it's Zach's turn.
Okay. I'm kind of just getting a beat on the door. Could I yell at everyone to open the door now or whatever, so me and Citri can blast this guy?
Here's what you could do. You can ready an action. So like, on your turn, you can basically set a trigger. So like, you could tell me what you would do once something happens, and when that thing happens, your thing happens.
Okay,
So you
that's
could
what I
say-
want to do. I want to just as soon as the door opens, I want to be ready to shoot that guy.
Okay. So
not
basically
really
when
make a
we-
real action.
When we get to, I guess it would be like Zoo and Cricket's turn to open the door, then your thing comes out.
Gotcha.
Does
Sounds
that make
good.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But we still got to go through the 2 other turns before that.
Yeah.
So it's Citri's turn next.
All right, I am also gonna queue up something when I hit him in the face. I wanna splash him with poison.
Okay. So you guys have and what was the thing you had queued up, Zach? Just an arrow?
Yeah, just a longbow shot.
Okay.
The poo arrow.
So now, before it becomes Zoo's turn, so that you guys can let the door open, the doppelganger gets one more strength check.
Jeez, okay.
So Cricket and Zoo roll a d20 and add your strength.
Okay. 18.
Stop falling.
That's a strength save, dude. That's not what you
That was
Oh.
a 20, wasn't it?
No, it was 18.
18.
roll a
Ah,
D20 then
I
add
couldn't see it.
I don't think I should
20.
count it if everything is falling.
Thanks, okay.
What was yours, Cricket?
10.
Okay.
She rolled
so
an
without
18, but it
Burnmore-
fell off the desk, and I think that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Without Burnmore's strength, it does. You feel it push even more against it, but you guys just barely are able to hold it back. But yeah, he's pissed. He's ready to come out. Zoo, it's now Zoo's turn.
All right. So if I let go of the door, is that like the end of my turn?
If you let go of the door of that'll be your action.
Okay.
If you have a
well,
bonus action or movement stuff that you want to do, you can still do that.
All right. My plan is I'm gonna let the door open and then run past behind Zeke and Veldis,
Okay.
and then yeah, that's just as my turn. That's my plan.
Okay. So and Cricket, what are you doing to just to follow up really quick?
I'll
Because
probably.
you guys are both on the door.
Probably get
Does
behind
the
Oak
door
or something.
open towards us or away from
So
us?
no, the door opens away from you.
Okay. I'll probably kick the door.
I thought it would
Yeah,
open
s-
towards us because we're holding it.
Well,
You're
we could.
totally right.
I imagined that I was like gripping
Yeah, you're totally
it.
no, you're
Yeah.
totally right.
Okay, opens
No, it
towards
would
us.
open towards you. It would open towards you.
Okay. So I'll probably
Does
let
that
go
change
of
what
the
you were gonna do?
holding the door a little bit.
Okay. So
I
you're
was
gonna let go of
gonna
holding the door.
be spontaneous and catch him off guard.
God.
I can
God.
hear myself in my headphones and it throws me off. So I'm gonna let go of the door and
Okay.
like throw myself back
Okay.
and pull my staff out.
Okay. The door creaks open. It doesn't swing open. It's silent now. And as that happens, Zach and Valdez release their arrow and the poison. So go ahead and make a roll.
Oof. It'd be dexterity, right? For my bow.
Yes, and your proficiency bonus.
Citri, if it says that they make a Constitution save, that means that's what they have to do.
I just clicked the thing.
Okay, so I got a 10.
A 10. Okay, so an arrow hits the other side of the wall, twanging against the wall. Nothing being hit. You don't even see. You don't immediately see anything. And let me make the saving throw for Citri. Constitution. Okay, so you rolled a 20. So Citri,
Oh my
Citri
God.
just gets
shoots his acid, and it
No, it's
hits either
poison.
wall. The poison. Sorry,
So
and it
he
hits the
just
other
gets
side of the
AIDS.
wall, starts dripping towards it. Um, but you don't immediately see anything. The room is still and quiet. It's now that was where your ready turns. So, well, actually, it's Oak's turn.
All right, so wait. So he's not like at the door anymore.
No, you'd probably have to peek in to see what the hell's going on,
That's sketch.
or you don't have to, but that's just the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't just like leave this homicidal thing, dude.
No, we can't, because I mean he's a
Dip.
doppelganger. He can switch to us.
Alright. All right, so
Hey, bro, thrust slide in. He won't expect you going down like that.
This is Halo 3.
Oh damn, you're right.
all right. So I am gonna
And
use
strong
a,
side.
I'm gonna use a dodge so that I can have he'll have disadvantage if he attacks me, and then I'm gonna walk in.
Okay,
That's
so that would
smart.
use up your action, right?
Yeah,
So you walk in about how far? The bed is like towards the other side of the
I'm
room.
going all the way in as far as I can.
Okay, so you walk in and you see Smithy's body again laying on the floor, but it doesn't have the caved in chest anymore.
Yeah, that's him. That's
him.
the thing.
I was right.
You
So
have-
I'm like, yo, homies, come here. Like, this is him.
And as soon as that happens, you hear this like scream, and it's him. But Zeke gets another turn as this is happening.
Okay. So I probably need to walk up towards the doorway. So I'll have line of
You
sight.
can do that.
And then,
This is a doorway which I should mention, probably fits like 1 or 2 people at a time. So if you end your turn standing in the doorway, other people are gonna have struggle with line of sight. It's a small room, 20 by 15. Just so you
20
know.
by 15? Okay, and which side of the room is, like, relative to the door, which side of the room is the doppelganger on?
He's like on the other side of the bed. Burmore is standing on the left side of the room from the entrance, and the doppelganger is standing on the right side of the room, with just the bed blocking from like maybe his like ankles down, but it won't cause a line of sight issue.
Okay, so diagonally from the door, like is the doorway towards the corner or is it in like the middle?
It's right. The doorway's like right in the middle of the room, I guess.
Okay, so Oak's
he
on the left side of the room, the doppelganger's on the right side of the room, and the doorway's in
and they're
between
both
the
about
two.
yes, and they're both about 20 feet away from you.
All right, perfect. So I'm gonna use my movement to go to the far wall, same side of the room Oak's on,
Okay.
and I want to use a hunter's mark and shoot at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit. And Hunter's Mark just increases your damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure I know it.
All right, I rolled a. Let's see, it's plus the proficiency and plus the dexterity, so 19.
Oh, dude.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, so it'd be a D8 plus 2 and then a D6. Son of a bitch.
2 ones.
So a 3 and a 1. So 4.
Okay, so you hit him with the arrow. Kind of, it slices through the side of his shoulder, doing 4 points of hit damage. He still seems pretty unfazed by it. And that you still have some movement if you wanted to use Zach. You have like 10 feet of movement.
That should end my turn though. I'm already in the room. I
Oh,
don't
are
want
you
to
in
block the
Oh,
door.
okay.
Okay. And now it is Citri's turn.
I'm also gonna walk into the room as far as like 30 feet will take me.
Okay, you're gonna walk basically right next to Burmore and Zeke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
No.
I thought that was gonna be a 1 for a second.
Then I
Okay.
roll
Roll for
D10
damage.
for damage. Yeah.
Does
No,
that
I
do
guess-
splash? Does that do splash
Yeah,
damage?
it
by the way?
does splash damage.
No.
Mhm.
I thought it
Okay.
did.
And the +4, so that's 9 plus 4, because is it?
Plus your spellcasting ability, you say?
Like what do I use the number on the attack column for? Is that added onto the
That's for the
damage?
roll. No, to
That's
the
for
right
the
of that
roll
where it
to
says
see if you
damage
hit.
type.
Oh.
That would tell you if it's a plus.
But you do add your
Okay.
charisma.
Charisma.
So 9 plus your charisma.
All right, +2.
So 11. And it doesn't do splash damage?
No,
I
Okay.
thought it did.
it hits up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Okay, well creatures includes like you guys.
Yeah, but are we within
But no,
5
no,
Are
no,
we
no.
within
Yeah, we're on the
5
other
feet?
side of the room though, right?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys are about like 10 I would say with about 10 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, so you shoot the fireball and it hits him square in the chest.
Nice.
Kind of staggering him for a bit, doing 9 points of damage. He looks a little shaken, but he doesn't look like really particularly weak, I should mention.
Yeah.
And then now it's his turn.
Oh,
So
God.
he runs up to he identifies the spellcaster as probably one of the bigger threats that he needs to eliminate first. So he runs up to do a multi-attack on him, and then a multi. So he gets 2 attacks, right? 2 melee attacks. So he runs up and do a multi-attack, one on Valdez, one on shit, what's his name? On Zeke.
Yay.
So
Jesus, I don't like this.
3 plus. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 9. What's your armor class, Citri?
14.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you're good.
he swings and he misses, and 14. What's your armor class? Zeke?
13.
So that hits. Let me roll damage. So he hits you, doing 5 bludgeoning damage because he can kind of shapeshift his hands into kind of like blocks, and it hits you right in the chest, doing 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So down to 6.
And then he moved 10 feet up to do that. And then he moves the other 20 feet Let me see what his speed is. Okay, yeah, he moves the other 20 feet towards the doorway.
Oh shit!
So
Don't
now
let him
he's in the middle of
escape.
the doorway between the two
I
of you.
won't.
Yeah.
And then now it is Zoo's turn.
My turn. All right. Well, I'm
You gotta block him in the door, dude.
Wait, what?
Shut the door again.
You gotta block him. You gotta block him
Oh
in the
yeah.
door. You
Okay,
can't.
so the door's like out.
Bro, do not shut the door with us in
Don't
there.
shut it. Don't shut
No,
it.
I'm
Just like
kidding.
stand in front of it, dude.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
just-
yeah, I get you. I get you. I get you. I'm a walk in. I'm in front of the door.
Okay, he's blocking the doorway, so it would be difficult to get past him. But you move up to the doorway
I'm
too.
like squared up on that fool.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my scimitar. So let me roll 24. Oh damn.
Yeah, that
Oh
hits.
yeah,
Roll
that's
for
hitting.
damage.
Okay, all right. And then I do D6. Damn.
Plus your strength.
3. Oh,
I do
5.
So you what were you using? Your scimitar, right? You do slashing
Yeah.
damage. You slash right across his chest. It slashes and there's kind of like a grayish like ooze, which you assume is his blood.
Ew.
That kind of spills out a little bit and it does some damage, weakening him. Now he's now kind of upset because he knows that he's outnumbered. He's trapped. He's pretty pissed off. And he's taking more hits than he was expected to today.
All right. But I guess that ends my turn because I'm trying to like square up on him and not make him pass it.
That would be your action, and you still have some movement if you wanted to. I don't know if you have any more bonus actions or anything like that.
No, I mean I'm just trying to like make sure he doesn't like leave the room. So I'll stay there, I guess.
So you're standing in the doorway?
Okay.
Kinda.
So you
And
stand
like
in the
in
doorway.
front of the okay.
Yeah. So you guys are right in front of each other, and now it is Cricket's turn.
Who is
So
on
what
the
you
other
gonna
side
do?
of Zoo?
Yeah, you're outside in the hallway. Not too far from Zoo though. But yeah, you can have line of sight pretty easily if you move. But Zoo will be kind of in the way, so you depending on what you tell me what you want to do, we'll have to kind of judge it.
Could you turn
Okay.
into like a bird and fly past him to be in the room? so
I
you
don't
can
have the
attack him?
ability to fly until
Yes.
higher levels,
Damn.
but I can change
Well,
into stuff.
But yeah, I thought you could turn into a bird.
No, I can't fly.
I
I
mean,
also
but you're
can't
not
swim.
flying the
Then
bird.
turn into like a penguin or something.
Turn into a
Yeah,
rat.
crawl under.
She has
Turn
like a
into a
certain
rat.
she has like a certain list of animals that she can turn in.
Turn into
can
a
you turn
bird that
into?
can't
I-
fly.
I can turn into animals that I've seen,
Turn into a wombat.
and I grew up on
So
a
you can
griffin
turn into
farm.
Okay,
So you turn
then
into
turn into a griffin.
turn into a griffin.
But that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you
Aw.
could.
I could if
Also,
All right, what are you
also-
doing? What are you
also
doing?
that,
What are you
that griffin's gonna be pretty cramped in this one.
What are
I
you
know.
doing?
So I'm
Turn
gonna
into a
like
baby griffin.
shoulder Zoo a little bit, so that we're
Okay.
standing like shoulder to shoulder,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whack him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Hit
Go
this
ahead
fool.
and roll for damage.
Okay. Also clarifying, I'm hitting the doppelganger with my staff, not Zoo.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's make sure about that.
I mean, Zoo kind of deserves it, honestly, because he's
For
the one that
what?
you got us into this mess.
What? How am I supposed to know it's a doppelganger in this shop?
You're like, hey man, can I make a scimitar chain weapon? And Adamar's like, yeah, dude, that's
A
fine. It'll take
rapier chain weapon
it'll
for
take
the
some
shop.
arbitrary number of days.
Yeah, and I didn't know there's gonna be a doppelganger.
Dude, of course there's gonna be shit, dude. I should have killed Smithy when I had the chance.
What? You had no thought process of this at all.
You don't remember me saying
Don't
I was
act
gonna
too
roll?
smart. Don't
Nah,
act like
Zoo,
you're smart. Don't act like
Zoo.
you're smart. You
Wait,
Adamar, I got a
What was the roll?
20.
Sorry. That hits. You got a natural 20 or you just got a 20?
Got a 20.
Okay, so
Oh, damn.
go ahead and roll damage.
Please hit hard.
Frick, I can't remember what it's supposed to roll. D6? D6.
D6 sounds right for a quarterstaff.
Do I add anything to the damage?
Yeah, you add your strength. Well, I think a quarterstaff is a finesse weapon, so you can add strength or dexterity, your choice.
I'm gonna add dexterity,
Okay,
making it 4.
I knew it was
That's
gonna be 4.
that's your total.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit him right where you would assume a pressure point would be, right on like his suprascapular nerve, like nearby, right in front of his shoulder. And it kind of knocks him back, but it doesn't really have the desired effect that you would think it would if you hit somebody on a pressure point. But it does some damage. Any other movements or options or anything that you want to do?
I have thoughts.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
What is that?
Freaking out because I didn't have breakfast. And I'm also thinking about how gross this guy looks.
Oh, the thoughts he
Agreed.
reads, the surface thoughts he reads.
Mm-hmm.
I was very confused for a second.
Yeah, make sure you're calling him ugly.
I'm like, this
Bruh.
guy. He's probably never gotten laid in his life.
Jesus.
Okay, and then that's your turn, and now it's Oak's turn.
All right. I'm gonna attack him from behind, so advantage, right?
Yes,
Technically?
you're
Yeah.
attacking from behind
Sick.
it.
Boom.
Let's collapse on this fool.
11
The pitcher move.
plus. Hold up. 11 plus 3 plus 2 is fucking 16.
It's really.
That hit. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Please get a high number. None of us.
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. D8. 8.
Okay. That does. So you ran up 20 feet, and with your longsword.
Yeah.
Okay. You finally get like a stab, a piercing damage into him, and he kind of cries out in pain. It's this very alien sounding kind of like shriek. That kind of sounds very strange and it's kind of shrieking and is grating to the ears. But it hurts him.
I'm gonna use my my bonus action to attack with my other hand.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right, 2d20s coming up. 7 plus 5 is a fucking 12. Allie just told me, and I heard it.
Yeah. That one. You take a swing at him,
Trash.
and you try to kind of swing towards his neck, and he kind of like moves out of the way in an unnatural way, and misses. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay, Zeke.
All right, so I want to stay on this back wall opposite the door, but want to move towards the middle of the room so that I can have more of a clear line of sight regardless of where he goes.
Okay.
Still going to be shooting with my bow, though.
Okay, and he still has Hunter's Mark on him because it stays on, right?
Is that how that
It
works?
does.
I don't know.
I'll click it just so we
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sick. This is gonna be good.
But go ahead
Never
and
mind,
roll
it
for
doesn't say
roll for
anything.
roll to see if it hits.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it stays on unless you switch targets, but there's only one target.
Okay. 18 plus 2 plus 2, 22.
That's the hit.
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Should have told him it was damage, dude.
Roll damage.
Please get the damage. None of us been getting anything.
That one.
That one, yeah. No, double fives. And then I get plus 2 for the piercing.
Oh, good.
So 12. 12.
12?
Yep.
Holy shit, okay.
That
good.
hurts.
You shot him with one arrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this hurts. You hit him like right it hits him like right in the cheek of the arrow, and it kind of comes out the other side. And he's screaming out in pain. He has
Face
the
cheek or
arrow. He
butt
got
cheek?
stabbed pretty bad.
Yeah, we all know where I aim, so.
Yeah, he can't come out the face.
Zach trick shots off the fucking off the wall. No, it kind of like it's like stuck in between, like on his cheek, kind of coming out the side.
Oof.
But isn't he behind him right now?
In the top
Mhm.
cheek,
No,
out the bottom
I
one.
assume he turned around on your second attack.
Oh, okay.
I should have described that.
Okay, I got you.
And then it's Oh, do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Citri.
I'm gonna move to the opposite corner of the room.
Okay.
Please don't fireball me.
Poison.
Yeah, Oak is
And
within 5
then-
feet, and so are Cricket and Zoo.
All right, I'm gonna cast, or I'm going to attempt to cast sleep.
Okay,
Ooh.
I
what's
can
the,
cast this at level
is that a
2,
DC?
can't I?
Nice. We can interrogate him.
Fireball was a cantrip when you used it earlier.
Fireball is a cantrip, yeah.
Okay, so you haven't used any spell slots. You can
No.
cast it at a level 2, yeah. I
Okay.
will say, doppelgangers do have advantage on certain kinds of spell rolls.
When you cast a spell using a spell
It just
slot
does an
of
HP
second
check.
level or higher, roll an additional 2d8 for each slot level above the first.
So is this
Oh
like
my
you check
god,
this-
what?
So this is
I just clicked the button and it did this.
What
what
the
was the
heck?
spell again? Sorry.
Sleep.
Remember,
Oh,
that's
you
like an
cast-
HP
You're casting
check.
speed. That's like an.
Oh,
Oh,
5
okay.
5d8. Okay.
Is it his max? Does it deduct from his max HP? Like his
It
hit point
cuts off. It
maximum?
just says 5 HP or 5d8 hit points C.
Probably the hit
And
points at
that's
the
where it
time.
cuts off for me.
I'm
going
wondering,
off of
yeah, if it's hit
Pokemon
points
lore.
at the time or a hit point maximum.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Where can
Okay.
I view this?
I can find it really quickly actually, just in case whoever finds it first.
It just says how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. So I guess it's open to interpretation.
It says here
That can affect.
creatures
You
within
can affect
within
lost
20
hit
feet of a
points.
point you choose within range are affected in increasing order of their current hit points. So, okay. So what was that total? 31?
31.
Dude, this guy's about to put me,
It also
Zoom,
puts-
and Cricket to sleep.
Yeah, it can
Zero
also hit
total?
up to 2 within 5 feet. So I think Oak's
Oh
gonna be a
shit,
little
okay. So
drowsy.
let me add that up. So 31. Okay. How many hit points do you have right now, Oak?
21.
Zoo?
10.
Cricket?
14.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I already know it.
So this puts hold on one second.
Hey, is a doppelganger immune to being charmed?
Yeah.
I
You
believe
know,
it
flirt
is.
with the
Because
doppelganger.
if it is, then this doesn't work.
Hey man,
Oh no, it's not
doppelganger can be
immune. It just has
whatever you want
advantage
it
on
to be.
charisma
Okay.
and wisdom checks. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So the doppelganger, cricket, and zoo all fall asleep.
No, it just says up to 2 creatures.
Are we
up to
like a
two?
cuddle
Okay.
pile?
So then the
We're all
doppelganger,
knocked out.
the doppelganger and zoo fall asleep.
Okay.
Man.
And what do you have any other actions?
No.
I think y'all should cut him up. This
Okay,
fool, you can't like
so-
tie him
No,
up.
So it would normally be the doppelganger's turn, but
He's taking
he's
a
asleep.
nap.
But also it is 11:30, and we could stop here because he's asleep.
What's the % chance for him to wake up? Is it like 1 out of every 3 turns,
I
a
think
la
we have to
Pokemon?
hit him or something like that.
Starting with the creature that's lowest.
Pokemon's anywhere between 1 and 5 turns.
Adam, are we close to killing
Literally
him? Like,
going
will we
off
probably
Pokemon
kill
lore.
him in like a round?
Yes, you can kill him within a round if that's
Then
what we're gonna do.
Then
with
we
it.
might as well just play one round to see if we maybe we'll get lucky and kill him.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Everybody else?
I'm down to kill it because like we can't really tie him up. This man's strong as hell.
Okay, and then
can
we'll
tie
deal with the
him up.
consequences of this encounter next time.
Oh,
Sure.
there's consequences.
Of course
Well,
there
I'm
are.
just saying, like, whatever happens in the rest of this house or whatever is going on after. Like, whatever you guys choose to do immediately following combat. We'll do that afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, so Doppelganger doesn't get to go. Zoo gets to go. Oh, Zoo's knocked out. Cricket gets to go.
I thought I was asleep too.
Cricket smack.
Oh.
No, it
No.
only does up to 2 people.
I think
Smack
it would be
Zoo
a
to wake
really
him
good
up.
idea. It
Okay.
would be a
Slap
really
me
good
with-
idea to drag Zoo away so that I can just fireball this
Shoot
guy.
Firebolt? Yeah, track me
Or-
out of here.
Or we just smack Zoo so he wakes up so he can
Do you
attack.
still have
slap me
another
up.
move, Citri, to use?
No, I don't think so.
Hey,
Oh,
Oak,
okay.
Slack me up.
Well, then it's Cricket's turn.
I was gonna say I can move Zoo.
I'm gonna
If-
use my bonus
Thank you.
action to tell Cricket that it would be a good idea to move Zoo so I can hit him next turn.
Are we sure we don't want to tie him up and see what he
I mean-
did to, like, why he did
I
it
mean-
to the merchant? Because maybe
I mean, he's a
he's not the one that did it.
So we found a dead body and he just attacked
He still attacked first, yeah.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
saw the dead body.
Yeah.
Just because you see a dead
They're,
body.
the doppelgangers are swindlers. That's their whole
Just
thing.
because someone attacked
But they
you
take
first
the
doesn't mean they're
form of
bad.
dead merchants. That doesn't mean they killed
If
him.
we tie him up, is he gonna be able?
Well,
to
wait.
break free?
We don't know that though, Cricket. We can't use that.
I
Adamar
feel
didn't
like
tell
my
us that.
character would know that.
We did a history check and that was not told.
What do you guys want to know?
She's saying they take it the form of a dead merchant, so that doesn't mean he killed him. But I'm like, we don't know
That
that
doesn't
because
necessarily.
We're gonna do an insight check for this.
because we did a history check and you didn't tell us that based on
I
what
mean,
we
if
knew.
you did an insight check though, you would have to be talking to him to
Right.
get insight.
Okay, well I got a bad
so,
insight roll
You guys
anyway,
want to
so it
tie
doesn't
him up
matter.
and then have situation?
We don't
It's up to you, whatever you guys want to do.
We don't even speak his language, right?
I
He
can't speak
speaks,
to.
like-
I mean, I know like maybe like in the book or something it says that doppelgangers typically do something like this, but this individual doppelganger, you don't really know what his motives are or
Yeah.
what his story is right now. So I wouldn't make any assumptions as to what it is, but that could definitely be discovered if you, like Cricket said, maybe.
But
question
can't we
him,
not?
or you
Can't
could
we
do other
not
stuff.
speak to him because none of us speak his language?
I think they
Well,
speak
he's
common.
talking
So from doppelgangers speak common.
Ah.
So he speaks like what we speak.
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay, let's tie him up. We got some chains and stuff. This is Smitty's
Zoo doesn't
household.
get. Somebody else has to make the decision, right?
Oh
'Cause,
yeah,
Zoo's
my bad.
asleep.
My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
asleep.
Cricket's,
Yeah.
it's Cricket's turn.
So do we
It's
want to
gonna
tie
make
him
this
up?
longer. I will say if we don't murder him, this is gonna make it longer. So
Well, but we could deal with inner
Yeah.
interrogation next time.
Okay, so I think that we should probably tie him up with multiple ropes.
Yeah. I have a rope.
Y'all can take from my explorer's pack. I got a rope, I think.
you
Okay.
can't tell us that, Zoo.
Oh my bad.
I'm gonna just mug Zoo.
Zoo, just fall asleep in
I'm
Discord.
picturing
like
Zoo
you
like with his
used to.
eyes closed and he's just like shouting stuff like while he's asleep.
Zoo has very helpful dreams.
Yeah, I have some good dreams, dog.
Tie him up. He's just like he's having a nightmare, but he's like, tie him up. I have rope in my backpack.
Okay, so what's going on?
I'm gonna like take the rope from other people, like
Okay.
Zeke and Zoo, and
Okay.
just tie him up in
Wrap it around.
multiple ways. Since
Okay.
like I know Zeke shot him in the shoulder, so I'm gonna like try to restrain his arms in a way that like his shoulder would be pinched, so he'd be in a little bit of pain if he tried to
So
struggle.
are his hands kind of
Smart.
behind his back?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also stabbed him in the chest, I think.
Also tying his legs, so if he does like break these
Okay.
cuffs, he has to at least fiddle with the feet.
Yeah, that fool gonna be hopping.
Okay, so hands behind his back, hands tied, and then you're tying like at his ankles, his legs too.
Mhm.
Okay. That's probably gonna wrap up everything. If there's any last minute things that people want to do, it'd have to be like a quick thing. Is there
Can y'all
anything-
wake me up?
Yeah, I'll bitch slap Zoo to wake him up, dude.
Thanks,
Alright, so
man.
you
Roll for
slap
damage.
As long as I get to roll for damage.
Vermore walks up to Fear and slaps him around a little bit, and
Yeah,
he kind of
D-
comes to.
D4 rolled for damage, dude. He
Thanks,
took 1
dog.
damage.
Wait, don't hit
Wait,
me.
he took 4.
I'm not
plus
counting
3.
damage on this.
Can we make a
That's
note
fine.
that I want to pull my arrow out of this
roll-
dude's cheek as part of our interrogation next
I
time?
roll sleep and get
Yeah,
18.
Yes. Can you make that note and remind me?
Okay.
Or on notes or something.
Okay.
I,
We'll
I
make a
roll
note.
sleeping. I roll sleep for 18. Kels goes back to sleep.
You didn't put it-
I'm sick
then
of y'all. I'm going home.
For pleasure, dude, I smack him again.
Here.
Alright.
Yo,
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna end our session.
All right. Cool.